Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minutes.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Thursday afternoon.
Already Thursday. I bet this week's just flown by for you.
Man, it feels like a Tuesday.
It does, right?
It chokes me up thinking about it. Getting ready for a nice 3-day weekend.
Wow. Wow. Man, you work too hard, Minix. I tell you what.
Yeah, I try.
You really do. It's impressive. And I know you're an inspiration to everybody out there.
Yeah, I really do everything that I can. You know, I have a motto: work hard, play hard.
Absolutely. I agree with that motto. I do. Denver Nuggets worked hard, and they're playing hard today. Little parade going on in the city of Denver.
You know, when the Joker heard when the parade was after they won, he seemed a little upset about that. Because the poor guy just wants to go home. I'm imagining that the last couple of days for the Joker have been a lot like mine as far as alcohol consumption from the Bahamas.
Probably so.
He doesn't sound like a guy that's been sober very much, but I think today he's glad that he didn't just skip the parade because that dude is having a blast.
Okay. Thank you, though. You know that I told that I don't want to stay on parade, but I want to stay on parade. This is the best. This is amazing. This is we all gonna remember this our whole lives, and when we see you guys that came out on the streets, and actually this one is for you. We love you, Denver. This one is for you. Thank you, guys.
You know, and again, they're having a great time. You're seeing some of the all over the TVs, you know, or social media clips from the parade. And again, championship parades are a lot of fun. You see those clips.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, damn, I can't wait for that. Although I can't look at their hats, the championship hats, because I guess there was debate. And again, I was in the Bahamas, not sober. And I'm seeing on social media that the hats were misspelled because the cursive, did they go with an A or an O in champions or champions or whatever it is they did. And so now I just look at a hat and I'm trying to figure out, do they got the right ones on or the misspelled ones?
Well, the misspelled ones. I mean, that's clearly an A. So I don't know who says that's an O, but that's an A clearly.
I mean, am I right?
It's an A. I mean, I learned how to write cursive in elementary school.
Yeah, I think we got to get back to block letters.
Now, see, that one looks like an O.
Well, see, the ones they're selling online.
But that one that they're wearing does not.
No, it is very, very different. I don't know. But now I see all those hats and all I'm looking at is the damn spelling.
That's it. That's all you can look at.
It's all I see.
Well, hey, it was a big time party out there in Denver. So, props to them. They won. And let's move on. We got the draft 1 week from today.
1 week from today, and hopefully that is the start of us getting back into parade time in San Antonio. In fact, a week from today, we're going to be at the Rue Pub there at 281 in Redland Road.
Yep.
Now, if you were out there at the lottery party, and by now it feels like 15,000 people were with us there, or you've seen the video, you know the Rue Pub is the spot to be.
Absolutely.
Right, that community event. We know what's going to happen, but you still want to be there. And our friends at the Rue Pub have come up with the Wemby burger for $1 on draft night. Now think about this for $1 burger on draft night. The Wemby burger. It's got a French twist to it for obvious reasons. Am I saying it right? French faux gras? Faux gras?
Dude, I have no idea. Faux gras?
Sure.
What is that?
It's a...
I've never had a faux gras on my burger.
You probably should. It's fantastic, even if you can't say it right. But it's nice and fatty, so it goes well with the Kobe beef patty that's going to be there, the black truffle sauce, and, of course, French onion strings for $1.
French faux gras.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to have to explain what the heck that is.
You know, it's when you go into a nice fancy restaurant and it's on the menu and you have no idea what it is, you just say okay and it's good. And
we say, I'll take that.
And you really don't want to know?
I do want to know.
You really don't want to know?
I want to know what a faux gras is.
I think it's duck fat.
It's duck fat.
Look it up, Pledge. Am I right? Isn't that what it is?
A faux gras.
It's French.
Well, I know it's French.
Is there a chef out there listening? Mr. Reinagel.
Somebody knows.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776.
Foie gras.
Who?
Can we say that on the radio?
Foie gras.
Sure.
Fuck. That sounds an awful lot like F off.
Well, that really does. Well, what is it? It's duck fat, isn't it?
Duck fat.
I know when you have it, especially on, because it's going to be a Kobe beef patty, because that's what they serve over there at the Roo Pub with their burgers. But imagine it's $1.
Can we hold the faux gras?
It's $1, dude. Don't be that guy.
I'm not. But a Kobe beef burger. I mean, that's good. And you know, by the time
the Wemby burger, you add the French stuff.
Well,
otherwise, it's just a burger.
Time Wemby gets here, he'll be saying, "Hey, y'all."
I don't know by the time he gets here, but it won't be long after.
Yeah,
it's a French fat liver from a goose or duck. Sounds fantastic.
It sure does.
You ever go into a restaurant? I had this happen to me last week at the resort we were staying at in the Bahamas. You know, they've got 5-6 different restaurants in there, and we go into the Japanese restaurant one night, and it's just it's all inclusive, so they're just bringing stuff to the table.
Sure.
And she kind of tells you what it is. Like, here's a blah 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 and a blah blah blah, and I have no idea really what she is saying. Well, what the hell? It's all fantastic.
Do you know what you were eating?
I have no idea what I was eating, and I really don't want to know what I was eating.
No, you don't sometimes. You know, but
all right, now
people like to tell you, so they kind of gross you out.
A guy that is much more sophisticated than you and I is texting me. AD Singh from Texas Cheer Liquor.
Yeah.
Duck liver is from ducks who are force-fed to make them super fat.
Force-fed,
so that they get the faux gras status. You know, like that's high-end, force-fed, fatty duck that makes food better.
What are they force-fed? Lay's potato chips?
Who the hell cares? They're ducks. They're just fat ducks. They're lazy ducks. They're fat and lazy ducks that make great meals.
Hey, they're the Zion Williamson of duck.
There
How
you
about
go.
That? Wow.
There you go.
Okay.
Except for those ducks know what their purpose is in life, and that's to make our burgers better.
Well, there you go.
That's exactly what it is it not?
I will try a faux gras Wemby burger. Next Thursday night.
It cost you $1.
Next Thursday night.
I mean, that's what it boils down to.
I can't wait to ask Chip, where do you get such faux gras?
Well, you order it from the faux gras store. I mean, clearly.
So. Where is the faux gras store?
Well, I mean,
they have a bunch of fat, lazy ducks laying around.
Well, I mean, restaurants get their food in different places, but I imagine you could buy this at H-E-B.
Faux gras.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to go up to one of the partners and say, where's the faux gras section?
Oh, and they're going to point you to aisle number 8.
They're going to say, what?
I mean, it's
be like no habla.
Do you when you're doing some grilling, right? And like you're spraying something, a lot of times, you know, like on my cast iron, I will spray it with duck fat, because it's going to add flavor to the meat that you're cooking.
Duck fat? No, I don't.
You don't use duck fat when you're cooking.
Where do you get duck fat
at
from?
H-E-B.
Duck fat.
Duck fat. It's right in there with like Pam. You know, it's a nonstick spray, but it's better than Pam. It's duck fat.
Okay, no, I haven't used duck fat. I guess I haven't risen to that level just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Duck fat.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, there's a reason why I don't like going behind the kitchen door. I don't want to know.
Well, and again,
I don't want to know.
if you saw that on the menu,
Foie gras?
would you order it? Or would you order it and say, hold the faux?
I might have about 5 minutes ago, but now I know what the hell I'm ordering.
Imagine, and Lord knows you wouldn't be picking up the check, but you're at one of those fancy restaurants in Las Vegas. Right? Have you ever done one of those? And I know you have. So like you're at a fancy dinner at say Bellagio.
Yeah, all
Bellagio.
Yes.
And you only go to Picasso when you know that everything in there is going to end up being comped but the tip, right?
Yes.
And at Picasso, they don't even give you a menu.
No.
They just start bringing you food and wine that goes with it.
It's a lot of food too.
It's you first get your first plate, you're like, well, where's the rest of it?
Well, yeah,
but by the end of the night, you're stuffed. But
you can't walk.
You have no idea what you're eating the entire night.
Yeah, but it's good.
And a guy tells you it.
Yeah.
You can't understand it because you don't know what the hell he's saying. But you eat it because you have to.
I'm going to
fantastic.
I'm going to have a Wimby burger next Thursday. I'm going to have it with the foie gras and all. I may ask for extra foie gras.
Oh, don't be greedy.
Even if they charge me another $1.
Don't be greedy.
Extra foie gras.
Don't be greedy.
If you're listening, I need an extra foie gras Wimby.
Foie gras.
I don't know how it's served. Can you get extra?
Do you spread it on?
I don't know.
Or is it in a spray?
I don't know. It's not a spray. Faux gras. Miguel Martinez on YouTube says it's pronounced faux gras, which sounds different from the lady that Pledgerist found on the internet.
Foie gras.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're making it French. It's $1. What is $1 in France? Anybody know the exchange rate?
I have
no idea. What do they call a dollar over there?
I don't know.
I know like in Canada it's a loonie, right? So what
that makes sense.
What do they call $1 in France?
Foie gras.
That's not what they call $1 in France. That's what's going on the Wimby burger. Good Lord.
I like that though. One more time, Pledge.
Foie gras.
Now, when you play that on the computer, when you go to pronunciations on Google, not only do they kind of spell it out, although it sounds like FWAAGRAAA, right? So it's
foie gras.
But then they put a drawing of a mouth that actually moves.
Foie gras.
Watching that mouth what's coming out of
there.
that
I see.
Are two different things. They're two very different things.
Yeah,
foie gras.
They should just leave that off. The lady with the lips.
Yeah, I'm not learning anything from that lady.
No.
Foie gras.
Is that okay? That's your French lesson for the day, right here, courtesy of the Blitz.
Just join
foie
us
gras.
next Thursday out at the Rue Pub.
Yeah, just
starting at 2:00.
Just say you want a Wimby burger.
Exactly.
You don't have to learn how to say foie gras.
The good people.
Foie gras.
Although it might be a great bit for us next Thursday.
It could be.
To find all the different servers and see if they can say it.
Uh-huh.
Foie gras.
We might be onto something here.
We could be.
We could be onto something.
So save that nice sound there, Pledge.
Foie gras.
It's Google. He doesn't have to save it. Just go back to it again later.
Okay.
You understand how Google works, right?
Well, I do, but Pledge has got all these buttons back there that
foie gras.
He pushes and something happens.
So you want that on a hotkey?
I do.
Just so
sure.
Anytime we can just play that.
I like it thick. Exactly.
The Wimby burger.
On my Wimby burger.
Foie gras.
Do you get thick foie gras?
These are questions I have to know. Where do I stick my meter?
Not in the foie gras.
Well, I don't know. Have you ever tried it?
Foie gras.
Oh, good Lord. It's Thursday, right?
It is.
I got to imagine that we have a whole bunch of new listeners today.
You think?
And with news that a good friend of ours made the announcement yesterday with Mike, that a lot of people are, searching for something. Maybe you listen to him for a long time, or you flip back and forth, or, you were loyal to him and now you're looking for something new. Now you get to know about duck fatty burger is called foie gras. Welcome
Foie gras.
to the Blitz.
Yes. Thanks for joining us. Oh, my goodness. Hey, and make your way out to the Root Pub next Thursday night. Draft
Absolutely.
night.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Going to be fun.
Going to be a lot of fun. And if you're new, welcome.
Yes. Thank you for
can
giving us a
always
shot.
reach us on the Kia Bosses Smoke Meats phone lines, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776 on Twitter. He is at Joe Rine 210, at Jason Minix. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can always comment there and subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. And don't forget, it's Hot Ticket Thursday. Every 20 past the hour, we've got tickets to give away. So that's in like 5 minutes. We're going to be giving away tickets. We've got who coming up? Colin Yost? Colin Yost tickets.
Colin Yost.
Is that how you say it?
Saturday Night Live.
Now
the news guy.
At 3:20, we got Dave Chappelle. But, at 2:20, we got Colin Yost. So stick around for your chance to win on Hot Ticket Thursday here on the Blitz.
Hot Ticket Thursday just got a little warmer. Beginning Thursday and every Thursday with R&R in the morning and in the afternoons with the Blitz. It's your chance for the hottest tickets at 6:20, 7:20, 8:20, and 9:20. Then the Blitz have your tickets at 2:20, 3:20, 4:20, and 5:20. Hot Ticket Thursday just got smoking hot every Thursday with R&R in the morning and afternoons with the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2023 Bank of America, N.A.
Not all pizza places are the same. Mellow Mushroom originated hand-tossed, stone-baked classic Southern pizza. Not in the mood for pizza? Order a calzone, hoagie, sandwich, burger, or a mellow salad and see how care goes into every item on the menu. Take your pick from 24 draft beers and or handcrafted cocktails. And many of the pizzas can be made gluten-free or vegan. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
The year is almost half over and you're still dealing with that knee or hip pain. Enough is enough. Pills are not the answer. Surgery is not the answer. You need to call QC Kinetics today. Hey, it's James Pledger with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The advanced regenerative medicine solutions at QC Kinetics can give you life without chronic joint pain. You can do all those summer activities you used to enjoy. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in taking healing properties from your own body and then applying them right into your achy joint, so your joint tissue can be repaired and restored naturally. The treatment is truly revolutionary. Patients across America are having life-changing results, and there's no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. If you have pain in your knees, back, shoulders, hips, you need to stop what you're doing and call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. Learn how the latest advances in regenerative medicine can give you your life back. Call 210-571-0318. That's 210-571-0318. Locations in Hollywood Park, Westover Hills, and New Braunfels.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Missions Baseball is back Tuesday night at Wolf Stadium. It's AARP $2 Tuesday, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Gates open at 6 p.m. First pitch at 7:05. Go to samissions.com for tickets. We are San Antonio.
Guys, stop what you're doing. Give me a few seconds of your time and let me give you a piece of advice that will change your love life forever. Have you noticed you've been losing a little pep in your step? Has your lady friend asked you, is everything okay? Do you find yourself having trouble rising for the occasion? Do you stress out before that special moment and wonder, is it gonna work? Guys, I'm going to let you in on a big secret. You don't ever have to worry again. The Mojo Male Enhancement Formula has you covered. Mojo is the 100% guaranteed male enhancement formula that guarantees lasting success, if you know what I mean. The Mojo Male Enhancement Formula is safe, natural, and effective every single time, guaranteed. Mojo is available in a fast-acting spray and a quick-action capsule. Do yourself and her a favor and call Pureline Nutrition in San Antonio today. They'll get you set up for success. Call 210-494-2210. That number again is 210-494-2210. Mojo Male Enhancement, only available at Pureline Nutrition.
It's Hot Ticket Thursday. Be the ninth caller at 210-656-ESPN. And you could be on your way. The hottest tickets to the hottest events. Ninth caller wins.
Number 9 right now. You're going to go see Colin Yost. 210-656-3776 on the Kia Bossa Smoke Meats phone line. He's Joe, I'm Jason. The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We got a lot of good stuff that we're giving away.
No doubt about it. Colin Yost, too. It's pretty funny. He does the weekend updates. I can't remember the other guy's name.
I can't remember last
Michael
time
Shea.
I
Michael
watched
Shea.
Saturday Night Live.
Well, I don't watch Saturday Night Live much either, but every now and then they'll have clips from the weekend update on the Twitters and the Instagrammers and all of that stuff.
Yeah. June 16th out at the Majestic. You know, it's going to be a good show. You know, you look at next Thursday, we get Wemby.
We do.
And we all know that we're getting Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
Now the questions are, and so many reports out there, and I don't know what's true and what isn't true, to be honest. You know, there were reports that Pop went straight over to France to go meet him, and then was like, well, he was on a European vacation, but out of respect to his playoff run, they hadn't met yet. Then I've read our medical team, the Spurs medical team, has gone to meet with him. That makes sense. I would like to think that they're gonna look at him. They're gonna check him out. They're it's the number one pick. You're right. We know we're getting Wemby. We know it's there's no debate. You look at like the Athletic with the mock draft, Wemby. You look at a variety of mock drafts and Scoot 2 or Scoot 3 or Brandon Miller 2. I mean, you know, the NBA draft really starts at number 2.
Sure it does.
Right?
Right.
But now the question is not if San Antonio takes Wemby, but when will Wemby make his Spurs debut in the Summer League? You know, will he go to Sacramento to play in that thing? Will he play in Las Vegas? Should he play in Las Vegas? And that's kind of the bigger question. We all want to see him in the Spurs uniform and see this guy in the United States and know that he's ours.
Right.
But do you really want to see him in the Summer League?
Yes,
Why?
I do.
Why?
Because I want to see him in the Summer League.
Why?
He needs to play.
Why? He's playing right
What do you
now.
mean, why?
He's playing right now in a championship series.
Is he a basketball player?
He is.
Then play basketball.
Oh, good Lord.
I mean, the kid's 19 years old.
Okay.
All right. Everybody wants to see him play. Look, he doesn't have to play in Sacramento. I get it. He needs a couple of weeks off. And I'm not saying you play him 40 minutes a game either.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, he needs to go out there and he needs to play.
I don't give a damn about Summer League and seeing him play in
Well, then why have
Summer
it at
League.
all? Why have it?
I think
if
for
nobody gives a damn about it.
I don't give a damn about it when it comes to Wemby.
Oh, everybody else has to go play.
Oh, I mean, if you're a top 2-3 pick, especially knowing that he's been playing all season overseas and still playing, you know, everybody else that played college basketball getting ready for the draft, they've been done since March.
Right.
I'm not worried. I don't want to see him play in there just in case he gets hurt. That's not the fear. The concern is even at 19, your body needs some rest, and they're going to put him through workouts. It's not that I want to put him in a bubble and save him for the regular season, but knowing that he is still playing, you bring him over here, and then 2 weeks later, you've got him playing in the Summer League. Give him time to get used to being in America and in America and playing in the NBA and being an NBA guy.
He's coming to Load Management Central. Okay, that's where he's coming.
No, he's coming to the origins of load management. I think a lot of places now perfected load management. Ask the Clippers.
Well, I'm just saying this is the capital of load management, whatever country you want. Look, I'm not saying he has to play 20 minutes a game, 30 minutes a game, but I think he needs to be out there. Do we have a roster yet for the summer league?
No.
We don't have that yet. I think Jeremy Sohan's going to go, and I think there will be some others. I think he is.
Certainly not Sacramento. If he plays a game in Las Vegas, and if I was a betting man, over-under's 1. Like he's not playing more than that. Just get out there, get a sweat, see what you've got going on. Do I want him at the summer league going through the practices with the guys? I do.
Why? He's tired.
Oh,
he's tired. If we're going to rest him, let's rest him. Maybe he could go to Aaron Rodgers' hole for a week.
Nobody needs that.
He might.
Nobody needs that.
Apparently, Wemby does.
No, he doesn't need to go into a darkness retreat in Oregon.
He may need to do that and refresh and smoke whatever Aaron was smoking. And
I mean, I just like I'm not. If he plays, great. If he doesn't, I'm not up in arms over it. I see some people on social media losing their minds that he might not play in the summer league. I'm looking across at a guy losing his mind that he might not play in a summer league game.
I'm not losing my mind. I just think he should play some. I think he should be in a Spurs. Look, and it's not just for the Spurs' sake. Don't you think the NBA would like to see this kid play in the summer league?
I don't know if the NBA cares, but I'm sure their TV partner probably would like to see him. And he's going to be already doing an autograph
NBA
thing.
TV, by the way.
Okay, so they care. But, as long as he shows up for the autograph signing that they've sold tickets to, that's what they care about.
That's it, huh? The reason he's going to an autograph signing to sign autographs and people want to have him sign autographs is because he plays basketball, and he plays basketball very well.
It's because he is
he going to go to the Pop-A-Shot machine, maybe?
Dude, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, it would be.
Do you think he can stand at the Pop-A-Shot line and just drop it in and dunk it? Without moving,
as long as his arms are, probably. Like I don't want to kill the kid in the summer league. No, but I think he should play. Sacramento's a little too soon. I get that, but why not play? Why not play a game? I don't know, 10 minutes here, there, and then come home, rest up, get ready for training camp.
If he gets a little bit of run, that's why I say if he's out there, go through some practices, go through some workouts, because he's going to work out all summer. Hit the buffet there at Bellagio, do something to fatten up a little bit. According to Eric Bishop on YouTube, he's also going to play for France in August in the FIBA World Cup. So,
look, I get all this. Hey, you want to play for your home country. Seriously? They're going to let him play in this thing?
Oh, here we go. Yes. And I will I will admit,
man, now that would concern me more than anything else that he does. To go back and play for France in August, I mean, that concerns me more than anything else than him playing right now, playing a few minutes in the summer league. He's going to go back and play hard basketball in August for his country.
I would like to think, admittedly, years and years and years ago, I was not a fan of our Spurs playing for their countries for fear of injury, when you're knowing that your NBA paycheck is coming from San Antonio. Until I heard Manu talk about winning that gold medal was more important to him.
That's the Olympics.
I understand that, but playing for your country is different. And it's very different for them overseas than it is for those of us in America. It really does feel like for a lot of these guys, except for the Olympics, playing with USA across the chest isn't as meaningful as it is for somebody from France or Argentina or some of these other countries. So I used to get uptight about that and upset about it. Now I don't. I mean, Manu kind of taught me what it means for them to play for their country.
That's fantastic. So it's from August 25th to September 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Training camp starts when? The end of September?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
But he's 19, Joe.
But exactly, he is. Hey, I'm just going to say this right now, and I'm going to irritate everybody. Eric, I know. Why does Joe go on these stretches? Because I have an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. I have an opinion. And just because you don't agree with it, or it might hurt your feelings because I pick on poor little Wemby, tough. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say what I think. Like it or not.
And you can say what you think as well. That's what we're here for on the Kia Bosses Smoke Meats phone lines. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776 on Twitter.
Take it
at
easy
Joe
over there,
Reinagle 210.
You're hurting my feelings.
Tweet at me at Jason Minix. Well, according to the boss, I tend to hurt a lot of people's feelings.
Really?
Well, his.
Yeah, well. He hurt mine. I mean, right as we're going on the show here, I get an email. Hey, what's this rundown? I mean,
what do you mean?
Yeah, it's like that doesn't look like your rundown.
Well, where's the rest of it? Is all I asked. I mean, we go till 6 and our rundown stopped at 5:30. Well, I didn't say what's this. I said, where's the rest of it?
Do you not? You're not my boss. He is in there. I mean, he sent me an email.
Oh,
he did.
Like,
what the hell is this piece of? It's basically what he said.
Well, have you seen his rundowns? Good Lord.
Oh, don't hurt me. You can't hit me. I'm trying to take a shot.
Pop is going to be here for a while, it sounds like.
Yeah, he is.
We'll dive into that. And some NBA draft drama, rumors and stuff with other players as we continue here on the Blitz. Want to congratulate Zach Hawkins. He won himself tickets to go see Colin Yost. Don't forget, on this Hot Ticket Thursday coming up at 3:20, we're going to have Dave Chappelle tickets to give away here on the Blitz.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online, mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Hey, this is Rob Thompson for Tri-County Meat Market, your locally owned full-service meat market. Tri-County has two great locations, Huebner Road and Ralph Fair, stocked full of everything you need to up your grilling game. You're looking for the perfect cut of beef, they've got it. And if they don't have it, they'll cut it for you. Roast chicken, prepare foods, they've got it. The 5 for $25 is always in play. If you're a first responder, 10% off the best meat you're going to find. Tri-County Meat Market. Head over to either location, put some good meat on the grill, and thank me later.
This far into rush hour traffic, most people would have rage accelerated at least once. But not you, Lacey No Hard Accelerations Ever Johnson, because you are a safe driver. And like most drivers who sign up for Snapshot from Progressive, which customizes your rate for how and how much you drive, you could earn a discount for your good driving. So if your hula dancing dashboard doll thinks you're going to hard accelerate because you're running late, then your hula dancing dashboard doll doesn't know. Lacey No Hard Accelerations Ever Johnson. Sign up for Snapshot today.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in all states or from all agents.
Hey guys, this is Keenan Thompson. I have a problem with you. Yes, you. None of y'all told me that Auto Trader has millions of new and used cars that I can shop from home. I thought we were friends. I put smiles on your face, but I'm not smiling. No one told me that with Auto Trader, a dealer can deliver cars to my home or that I could shop by price on Auto Trader. No one. Consider this friendship that you just learned we had officially over. Finally, it's easy. Auto Trader.
Pro Paint Days are here at Lowe's. Now through June 16th, Lowe's MVPs members can start earning 20% back in paint rewards via Lowe's e-gift card when you spend $100 or more on qualifying paint purchases. Stock up on top paint brands like our new and exclusive HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Spec Right Pro Interior Paint. Lowe's knows pros. Exclusions, restrictions, and more terms apply. See Lowe's.com/L/pro loyalty terms. Subject to change.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us, on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
O'Reilly. Win the battle against rust and corrosion with PB Blaster at O'Reilly Auto Parts. PB Blaster quickly busts loose rusted, corroded, or frozen parts. PB Blaster is great for everything from bolts to frozen locks. Right now, pick up an 11-ounce bottle of PB Blaster for just $6.99, plus get 2 times O Rewards points. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's a right way and a wrong way to fight off mosquitoes. Karate chopping the air in a public place in front of your kids and their friends, Mom, is the wrong way. Using STEM mosquito repellent is the right way. STEM effectively repels mosquitoes by harnessing active ingredients found in plants like lemongrass and peppermint, making it safe for use as directed around people and pets. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science, and embarrassment-free.
Attention business owners. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent. Imagine owning your own building and saving thousands every year. Sound impossible? Not if you use General Steel. General Steel can help you save thousands by owning your own custom-designed building. Just call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to see how much money you can save with General Steel. Our buildings come with a 50-year warranty, and thousands of companies, from Fortune 500 corporations to startups, have trusted the General with their building needs.
If you need to expand or start a new business, you really need General Steel.
I'm very impressed with General Steel. Everyone's been extremely helpful. I'd recommend General Steel to anyone looking to build a steel building.
Stop wasting money on rent. Call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to find out about all our popular quick construction kits, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building. Just call 888-747-8335 now. That's 888-74-STEEL.
The Rangers wrap up their 4-game series with the Angels tonight in Arlington. Hi, everybody. This is Matt Hicks inviting you to join Jared Sandler, Mike Peasley, and me. Our coverage of tonight's game begins at 6:30
on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Draft is a week away.
It is.
Lots of things are going to happen before next Thursday, or could happen.
Yes.
But one of the draft rumored stories that kind of surprised me involves the San Antonio Spurs and Greg Popovich. According to rumors, according to reports that could be rumors, sources that, whatever.
Yeah.
Pop's going to sign a 3-year contract with an option at his decision at the end of each year. So basically 3 one-year deals, or however you want to couch it.
Right.
3 years, and he could decide each year if he wants to actually go another. And with Wemby coming, why not? But it's at $14 million plus a year.
Which is more than what Monty Williams got in Detroit, making him the highest paid coach in the NBA.
The idea that Pop at his age is going to continue to be the highest paid coach. No, I don't want to say it surprises me, but it surprises me because how often do we hear Pop talk about the Spurs way is checking your ego at the door? We don't have ego around here. How many times have you heard him give a press conference where he talks about, dude, I'm a rich guy with more money than I'll ever be able to spend.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. And yet it is nothing but ego when your paycheck requires you to be the highest paid coach in the league. If he were 55, you might say, okay, that's still important. At his age, I'm surprised, based on the way he comments and conducts himself, that it's, all right, well, my contract's up. It's I'm going to be the highest paid coach, right? It's one thing to say, I'll decide when I leave, because he has that. But also, not only will I decide when I leave, but I'm going to be the highest paid guy in the coaches meeting.
Well, he's about to be a Hall of Famer, Jason.
Sure.
So,
I'm with you. But it's just odd to me that's part of his deal to be the highest paid guy.
Well, I don't know. That could have been a trigger that happened many years ago.
Sure.
Right. And it just so happens that that's the way it is. And you know that when Pop is on the sideline, when the season begins, you'll know he signed the contract. Otherwise, you're not going to know because they're not going to send that out.
No. And again, the reports, the rumors, I don't know if it's true or not. And there was a time where I think Greg Popovich deserved to be the highest paid coach in the league.
You don't think he deserves it now?
Is he still considered the greatest coach in the league?
today, I mean, for this, I think overall, yes, I think he's the best coach that the NBA has seen. Yes,
I mean, but again, I just think about Greg Popovich. It's not like if he leaves San Antonio, I don't expect him to pop up on a bench somewhere else, right? I mean, it's San Antonio, and then it's the beach, right?
Right.
But just to have that as a part of his deal, as a part of the Senate structure, as a part of the reports, that he's going to be, because when you are commanding in your negotiations with your boss that I'm going to be the highest paid guy, it's all ego. Like I could see Nick Saban talking to the AD at Alabama. I'm not going to get less than Kirby. I'm not going to get less than. I just don't see Pop talking to Peter J. Holton saying, Monty got 14, I need 14.3. I just don't. The way Pop conducts himself, I'm surprised, because that's nothing but ego.
No, I
for
see
an organization that rule number one, check your ego at the door.
I see where you're coming from and the organization, but we see it all the time. Lamar Jackson, the rumors were he's got to be the highest paid guy. This guy's got to be the highest paid guy. Stephon Diggs, he walks out for whatever reason. He walked out. And then, you've got Dalvin Cook wanting to be and Saquon Barkley. I mean, it happens. Ego is a huge thing in professional sports. Now, I think, and I don't have anything to back this up, but I have a pretty good idea that this thing was triggered a long time ago. And as long as Pop is there, that will be the case. He will be, when the contract comes up, the highest paid guy.
And even if it is a series of one-year deals, or he doesn't really even have a contract, just check your direct deposit every 2 weeks or every week or however they get paid. Right.
Well, I don't know. 14 mil is a little bit higher than what he's getting now. So,
well, I mean, and again,
right.
Did he go in and demand a raise, or I'm going to retire? I don't know. I mean,
I think that the question is asked, Pop, you coming back? Yeah, I'm coming back. Trigger. Bam. It just goes. Now, I guess, if Pop would want to go in and say, all these assistants here, I'm making 14 mil. Let's make mine 10. And we'll spread the remaining 4 mil to the assistant coaches.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I mean, except for the Popovich kids. Dad, what are you doing?
Exactly. Well, as long as they're in the will.
True.
I'd want to make sure of that. But hey, it's
all good.
It's all good.
It's just one of those surprising things.
Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from.
To see. And look, I'm not saying he doesn't earn it, doesn't deserve it, none of that. But for a guy whose motto, check your ego at the door, has something in his deal that says, I will be the highest paid guy. If that is true, I just find that interesting. Now, you think about some of the other NBA drama. We're still, I guess, waiting for Ja Morant and his suspension, right? Now there is some questions on should Ja stay in Memphis. The idea, do you think, it's one thing to talk about trading Zion, which has been in the news for the last couple of days. But if you're the Grizzlies, do you look at trading away Morant, even with the suspension coming his way?
Absolutely. I think it's a good thing for him to well, look, a good thing, I don't know. Obviously, things aren't working out in Memphis. Now, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes there, if he's getting help, if he's trying to get his life together and not be the guy that he has been, or that's upset Adam Silver. And by the way, we still don't know what that suspension is going to be. Silver has not come out and said anything. Now, maybe he was waiting till after the parade today so Denver could have their moment in the sun. No problems. So maybe tomorrow we get that news. I don't know.
Friday news dump.
Could be. But I just wonder if, a lot's going to depend on that. But if you're Memphis, I think you have to determine how do you move forward without him? And that's going to determine a lot. What do you get for him? And would somebody be willing to trade for him? Everybody seems to think Zion Williamson, teams are going to be lining up for him. I don't think so. Why would they?
Because if he gets in shape and acts like he cares, he could still be the dominant player. Ja Morant, and both of those guys, for different reasons, but
sure,
same, need to get a certain maturity level, learn how to be a pro.
Yes.
Learn how to be a man.
Yep.
You know, and take responsibility for your actions. You know, Kendrick Perkins on ESPN seems to think that Ja Morant needs a change of scenery.
I'm going to double down on it. I strongly believe that it's time for Ja to have a change of scenery. I really, really do. And I know the Memphis Grizzlies fans are going to get up in an uproar, and I'm not attacking them. I'm just talking about Ja and his well-being and his future. And I think it's time for a change of scenery. And to be honest, we just got through talking about the Miami Heat. I think that's the culture and that's the organization that he needs to go through. Now, I realize this, I understand this. I know that they have the lifestyle down there in Miami. They have the nightlife. You can go to the clubs. They have the beaches. They have everything and more. But I also know that when it comes down to the Godfather and Pat Riley is in that city of Miami without him knowing anything about. And I know this, when it comes down to Udonis Haslem, Mr. Dade County himself, and I know he's no longer going to be on the roster, but he's still going to be part of that organization. It's nothing that goes on in that city in Miami without him knowing about. So when I look at the culture and I look at what he could go and do for that organization and what the organization could do for him, I look at Ja and the change of scenery. I think Miami is the best fit for him. It's an established culture. He'll be well protected and he could learn. I think it's time for him to get out of Memphis.
You know, that's interesting comments by Kendrick Perkins. But I mean, is he going to buy some ownership in Miami? He's trying to get Ja there. And that's what it sounds like. It sounds like Chamber of Commerce in Miami trying to get Ja to visit.
And it's not like Miami needs a Chamber of Commerce to try to get and attract them. But the question, though, is Miami just played in the NBA Finals. You know, they've got a superstar in Jimmy Butler. You add in a Ja, that'd be great. But what would it take from Miami for Memphis to pull the trigger on a deal like that?
I don't think they're going to. And what Kendrick Perkins is basically saying, look, he's gotten in trouble twice in Memphis. Obviously, Memphis can't handle him. He needs to go somewhere where they've got a little more of an iron fist.
Okay. So
Spurs have plenty of time to
Sure. Every disgruntled guy, every free agent, let's bring him to San Antonio.
I'm just saying.
But here's the question I have, though. You just heard that from Perkins and what he is saying. The organizational structure isn't good in Memphis for Ja Morant. Is that the Grizzlies' fault or is it Ja Morant's fault? Same thing I was saying yesterday about Zion. Is part of the problem with Zion not being in shape all the time and not being there is that's an organization that doesn't hold him accountable, hasn't taught him how to be a pro athlete, hasn't developed him as not only a person, but a player.
It's funny to me, and Kendrick Perkins, obviously, as everybody knows, is a former NBA player. It's funny to me how we never blame the player. It's always the organization's fault. The only thing that New Orleans did wrong was paying Zion the amount of money they paid him. They can't hold his hand. How do you hold him accountable? You don't pay him, which they did. So I will blame them for that. But otherwise, what do you do? I mean, what do? You can give him a menu. You can hold him accountable. You say, you got to step on the scale every day. And if you don't, well, we're going to make you run horses. Or, I don't know what you do. It's like at some point in time, guys like Ja Morant and Zion Williamson have to take care of themselves. And I know they haven't had to do that their entire lives, but at some point in time, you got to take care of yourself. You're expected to be a pro. You're an NBA player. And that's not a right. That's a privilege. There are millions of people that would like to be in your shoes.
Absolutely. And I agree with that. But I also understand at some point, these guys that have been coddled and didn't have to work as hard, they might be professional athletes, but they don't yet know how to be a pro. Somebody's got to teach them how to be a pro.
Well, maybe their agent should take care of that. Anybody associated with him from his agency side to the team side. Chris Paul, would he be great here to have a veteran guy like that to help Wemby along? Why do you need that? Because a veteran guy is going to have to
help teach Wemby what it's like to be a pro. Tim Duncan's going to work with the guy, according to reports. Manu is there in the organization to help with these very things with some of these young players.
Yeah, but I think it's completely different. When you're talking about a Wemby, I don't think he needs any help knowing how to take care of his body and knowing what to do when he goes home. He's not going to walk by Church's Fried Chicken and get a box of chicken and French fries before he goes home. Maybe he needs to do that a little bit more. I don't know, but I'm just saying,
a peanut butter sandwich. But again,
I'm just saying
with Wemby, you're right. I mean, because he was brought up and has been groomed to be a pro athlete his whole life.
So has Zion.
No, he just grew up and said, "Yeah, that guy's going to be a pro," but didn't have to work at it.
Zion has been groomed to be a professional his whole life. Zion's problem is he's lazy. He's flat out lazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Period. End of discussion. And if he would just get off his butt and work, he could be one of the greatest NBA players in the history of the NBA.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. On the rundown right here in front of me, it says we're going to tell you what makes Kim Kardashian horny.
Whoa!
Stick around. It's the Blitz.
It's R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, we play host to RJ Ochoa, blogging the boys out at 7:30. Pat Beverly has lost his damn mind.
We're just 6 days away from the NBA draft. What's going to happen between now and then? And, of course, it's a Father's Day Friday. We want your favorite dad jokes, and we'll distribute our fatherly advice. The party starts at 6.
R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Is it time for a new lawnmower? Visit our Crush the Summer sale at Bill's Tractor and Equipment. Bill's Tractor and Skag have teamed up to bring you incredible savings on residential and commercial mowers just in time for the summer season. Skag mowers are tougher than any job you could throw at them, tough and heavy. Skag is simply the best. 0% financing is available on select models with approved credit. Bill's Tractor has been helping Texans with their mower and equipment needs for over 35 years. Come by Bill's Tractor and test drive a new Skag mower or go to billstractor.com.
Champions are coming to the Superhero Comic Con presented by Thomas J. Henry July 7th through the 9th in San Antonio. Meet four-time NBA champion Tony Parker, the AEW Men's World Champion MJF, and inaugural AEW TBS Women's Champion Jade Cargill. Plus, the Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield, Captain Marvel's Brie Larson, the Scarlet Witch Elizabeth Olsen, and Hawkeye's Haley Steinfeld. Tickets on sale now at pmxevents.com.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But it may not work for your clients. That's why Fisher Investments is a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first. It's the highest standard for a financial advisor.
So what do you provide? Cookie-cutter portfolios like the rest of us?
No cookie-cutter portfolios here. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right? And make commissions when you make trades for your clients?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission investment products, and we never earn commissions on trades.
So what's in it for you?
Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. When it comes to helping clients achieve a comfortable retirement, we're clearly different. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Need water. Help!
So hot. What do we do?
80% more efficient with superior twin tank design. More powerful with non-electric kinetic energy. Able to soften water and save appliances.
Look, in the garage. It's a man.
It's a dude.
It's
Chris, just Chris. I'm Chris Knippa with Connecticut and San Antonio in the Hill Country. The San Antonio villains called heat, drought, and scum are causing colossal damage all over San Antonio.
It's Dr. Scum to you, and I'm here to destroy your coffee pots.
Take that, scum.
I'll be back.
No, you won't.
We're saved.
A Connecticut quality water softener may not wear a fancy cape, but it will save the day by saving you money, protecting your appliances, and rescuing your home from the awful cruelty of hard water. Call me at 656-PURE for a free water evaluation and quote. Till next time.
ConnecticutSA.com. My wife was the first to notice I was losing my hair. I thought, I am way too young for this.
At QC Kinetics Hair Restoration, we see men and women of all ages struggling with hair loss.
And for Nick, it began when he was just 32 years old.
I didn't really think about it too much until last spring when I got sunburn on my scalp and I don't know, it wasn't really that hot out.
QC Kinetics uses regenerative treatments, all natural biologics to reignite hair growth without surgery. And the results are amazing.
I felt like I was hopeful, right? But then after the first few treatments, I already started to notice a difference. It just felt real. So I was just more excited to continue the process.
Real results without invasive surgery. And as for Nick's wife,
she loves it. I got my hair back in my early 30s. I want to look my age, and now I do.
Schedule your free hair restoration consultation today with QC Kinetics. Call QC Kinetics, 210-571-0318. That's 210-571-0318. 210-571-0318.
Hi, folks. It's Rudy J. I want to take a moment to talk to you about advertising on San Antonio Sports Star. We get this question quite a bit, so here's how it goes. You contact Morgan Harrison via email. Her email is morgan.harrison@alphamediausa.com. From there, she will have one of our folks connect with you on how you can advertise right here on San Antonio Sports Star, or since Alpha Media is a full-service advertising company, online, other radio stations, or even television, since that's just about all through the internet. Happy connecting. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. Hot Ticket Thursday coming up at 3:20. We're going to have Dave Chappelle tickets to give away.
Wow, that is a hot ticket, without a doubt.
Just heard the great Rudy J talking about businesses and advertising. If you're a dentist type, you might want to jump in because I'd imagine a lot of people are going to start saying, you know what, maybe I should look at that Invisalign. Maybe adult braces wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, well, if you're single.
I mean, maybe, you know, I probably need to go to the dentist. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, do you go to the dentist office?
I do every 6 months.
Do you really? You're that guy?
Yeah.
I think about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I got to be honest. I don't know if I've been to the dentist since COVID.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, I remember going during COVID, and you'd have to go in the mouthwash and wash your hands and put the mask back on. And
actually,
I mean, it was weird.
I think I did. Actually, I take that back because I know I've been, because all that kind of crap that you had to do. And then there was like an extra $25 COVID fee because of all the extra crap that they have to deal with.
Yeah, I guess so.
But what was that? 21?
Yeah, I want to say, yeah. It wasn't in the height of COVID.
No,
but
it was on the other side of it. But I haven't had a good teeth cleaning. You know,
well,
I probably should do that.
Make an appointment.
Well, my dentist moved. He
There's
moved.
lots of dentists in San Antonio.
Yeah, there are.
A lot of quality dentists.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are. And you know, from what I heard from Kim Kardashian, maybe we should all pay a little attention to that, because you want to know what makes Kim Kardashian horny? It's straight teeth, dudes. Think about that. A nice smile, straight teeth.
I kind of thought it was just, basketball players.
I thought it was bank accounts.
Nah, but she's got her own bank account.
I see. You know what? Have you ever seen her date a poor guy?
Well, no, but I mean, she doesn't have to, but she's probably richer than anybody she dates.
So she was doing a show and was talking about what makes her horny. So everybody started paying attention because Kim Kardashian was talking about what turns her on.
Well, now, is that a question that somebody asked her? Hey, Kim, what turns you on? We all want to know.
Well, she was asked about her biggest turn-ons, and you would like there were things that you would say, but she said, teeth are like one of my biggest turn-ons. The straighter, the hornier I'll get, she said, laughing. Just kidding, but not kidding.
Okay, well, look, I don't even know where to go with that.
Obviously. You wouldn't know where to go if she was in the room either.
I mean, is Kim Kardashian float your boat? I mean, not really. I mean, she's attractive, but she's not like.
If you were a single guy, would you kick her out of your bed?
Well,
the answer is no.
Dude,
the answer is no.
When I was a single guy,
Exactly.
There was any kicking going on.
She's got all the parts that float the boat.
All I'm saying is that I don't know. I mean, she's not in the top 10 of in mine anyway, of the list that you would
the couples list. She's not on that list. Sure,
Yeah,
I
right.
get that. But if you were single and you walked into a place and you had a chance and you smiled and she said, "Your smile makes me horny," you'd say, "Let's go."
Well, that's like, it'd be like winning the lottery.
Yeah,
okay.
well,
Yes.
Obviously. And she does like tall guys.
Yeah.
Or taller than her, but she's only 5'2".
Wow.
So for a guy like me that's
You
a
got
tall
a shot.
5'7", you're saying there's a chance.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Well, you probably need to make that dentist appointment before you see her in a room where she thinks you're tall. And
dude, I mean, if she's 5'2", I am tall to her. I don't get to say that about many people.
KTFM Floresville on YouTube and always at sasportstar.com. sasportstar.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, it looks like Greg Popovich is going to stick around a while. There are reports today that say he's about to sign a 3-year deal for $14 million per year. Third major of the year on the PGA Tour is underway. It is the U.S. Open. It began today in Los Angeles. Big League Baseball, the Texas Rangers host the L.A. Angels. You can hear that game right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Astros have the day off. The Blitz continues now.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Appreciate you tuning in on this Thursday afternoon, whether you're listening to us on the radio, online at sasportstar.com, on one of the gazillion apps that you can find us on. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate that. You can always comment there on YouTube. Just subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star channel. Dial us up on the Kia Boston Smoke Meats phone lines, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776, or on Twitter at Joe Reinagel 210. You can tweet at me at Jason Minix.
What did Tony mean by that? We should have asked that question yesterday.
When the Twin Peaks girls were in, what makes them horny?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Here's
I kind of like my job. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's that. What do you figure? Those girls yesterday, 22, 23, maybe
if that, yeah,
21.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all old enough to drink.
Sure,
but I don't know.
I don't think that that was a question that.
Our boss wanted to ask what would they do about world peace.
Yeah.
So what would you rather know from them about world peace, or what makes them?
Well, I don't know, because for you and me, it'd be like a dog chasing a car. Chances of catching one of them's pretty slim, and then if you did, you wouldn't know what the hell to do with it.
Speak for yourself.
I know. I'm speaking for you.
Speak for yourself.
Where do I stick my meter?
Exactly.
See, if you have to ask that question,
I would know what to do. It just wouldn't last as long as it should.
The temperature wouldn't rise. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, it would rise and fall
quickly.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's do the headline blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
Now, during the majority of the NBA Finals, I was on a beach in the Bahamas, although I did see one of the games at a bar in Fort Lauderdale before we got to the Bahamas. And it was cool being in the Miami area around a bunch of Miami fans because it was, I think, game 2 when they won, right? Or no, was it game
it was
3?
game 3 because I remember you saying everybody had left
Oh,
the
yeah,
bar.
they left the bar in a hurry.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the Bahamas, now granted, it's a sports book, so I don't know if people were cheering for their team or their betting slip.
I'm sure their betting slip, right?
The sports book in the Bahamas was certainly pro Denver.
Yeah.
But you think about all the side stuff that apparently was going on in Miami at a game involving Conor McGregor. Now, the first thing that everybody heard is that he beat the crap out of the mascot.
Yeah, well, everybody saw that.
That was a bit, right?
Well, I thought didn't I hear the mascot had to get doctors care?
But the idea was we're going to pick a fight with Conor McGregor, and he got punched, and he got hurt, or was he trying to get a paycheck?
McGregor was an ass, all right? I mean, he hit him once. He didn't have to hit him again.
Well, I mean, he gets paid by the punch.
I guess. Dude, that poor mascot. I mean, he's laying on the ground. He punches his nose in again.
Now, according to TMZ, on that same very night that he beat up a mascot, he's being accused of raping a woman at the game.
He is.
The Miami Police Department tells TMZ Sports that it's actually been investigating the allegations since Sunday, and they're continuing on with an investigation. So apparently whatever they're looking into, while you might look at that and say, there's nothing to it, it's just an accusation. Apparently there might be actually more to this with some witnesses. This could end up being very true and very serious for Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty graphic thing, but one of the attorneys says that he violently sexually assaulted a woman inside a men's bathroom during that game, and security says refused to let the woman exit or anyone else, including her friend, inside the bathroom. And McGregor allegedly emerged from inside a handicap stall and shoved his tongue in the victim's mouth and aggressively kissed her. That's according to the attorney. Gosh. Oh, and then he's accused of doing other things too that I won't repeat on the radio.
Yeah, the rape part.
Yeah. Wow.
It's witnesses in. Well, there's no cameras inside the bathroom, we're told. There's going to be video of her going in and out.
Sure.
And if you've ever been to any big event.
Why would she go inside the men's bathroom?
I was about to say, if you've been to any big event, you always see ladies in the men's room because, quite frankly, the lines are shorter. And when you got to go, just walk on by the urinals, find a stall, close the door, do your business. Although I've been in a men's room with a lady in front of me wearing a little short skirt who got up to the urinal, turned around, and
it wasn't a lady.
It was a lady.
Oh, it was.
Oh, it was. Well,
I want to know how this went.
Well, I walk out of the men's room and I'm telling the group of friends, including my wife, what just happened. And about that time, that lady walked up to me, kissed me on the cheek, and looked at my wife and said, "Your husband was just staring at my." And my wife, as quickly as she was like, "Yeah," and he was just telling us that you have incredible aim. I was at a Super Bowl party in Houston.
Wow. Now, I'm curious. I mean, the leg lift, or how does that work?
I'll explain off air.
I mean,
a little off air.
Okay.
Little off air, but yeah.
I'm trying to paint the picture here. I can see that high heel going on top of that urinal. And
there was a little manual aiming on that, if you know what I mean.
And this was a female.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
You sure?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Wow.
She didn't stand there like we do. Let's just say that.
I went in the wrong bathroom once and didn't realize it. It's embarrassing because, I walked in and you look around and like, there's no urinals. It's like, wait a minute, maybe I'm in the wrong spot. I had a few drinks.
Shocker. There should be a rule when it comes to men's rooms, because at the resort we were at in the Bahamas,
Yeah.
In the main lobby area, there, it's clear men's and ladies. But when you walked into the men's room, there were stalls, sinks, and then on the other side of the wall were the urinals. Urinal needs to be the first thing you see.
Yes.
You walk in, you need to see urinals so you know you're in the right spot.
Exactly right. Because, see, I'm not the only one. You've obviously done that too.
We've all done it.
Okay.
We've all walked into the wrong room.
Whew.
Most of us by accident.
So it's funny about that.
Here we go.
And I mean, this is back in the day when it wasn't okay to do that.
It's still not.
No, apparently.
It really still is not.
In some places it is okay
It's still
to do
not.
that. But as I walk out, there's a lady walking in and she looks at me like, what the
You're
hell?
Joe Reinagle.
Yeah. I knew you were a pervert.
As we continue on with the headline blitz. PGA Tour types that stayed loyal to the PGA Tour are going to get compensated when everything works out between the LIV and the PGA types.
It's funny, that story. Apparently, it's going to be like a collective. All right, the Saudis are going to put a bunch of money in this fund and then dole it out. Now, obviously, the PGA types are not going to get paid the amount of money that some of these defectors got, but...
And nor should they.
Well...
Nor should they.
No, they should. They should be compensated for their loyalty.
They are, but will it be the same as they would have left? I mean, those that left took the money. They made a decision. They took the money and they went. Those that stayed loyal for a reason, because one of the reasons they didn't want Saudi
principles.
Well, they also didn't want Saudi money. Now they're willing to take the Saudi money.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know that. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with being loyal to something that it's kind of like the NIL, right? A coach develops you and then you leave, right? So, I mean, the PGA Tour developed them and then they left for the money. Same thing.
They're going to get some money. They're not going to get
no, they won't get anything.
They're going to get they're going to get compensated some.
Well, we'll see. I don't even know.
A guy like Rory, what was he offered? Are they going to say, all right, well, we offered you, $50, here's 50. I don't think they're going to do that.
According to Rory, he never was offered anything. That's what he said.
Well,
I'm just saying,
mm-hmm.
You take it from there as you will.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting.
If it even happens.
Speaking of the LIV type,
the government's getting involved.
And if you're watching on YouTube, I'm wearing a Super Bowl shirt from Miami. The Super Bowl logo is L the trophy IV. Somebody asked me today when I walked in the spot, like, where'd you get that LIV shirt? Huh? Is that from the golf tour? No, it's Super Bowl, Miami. I thought it was a LIV. Now I'm looking at it going, the Super Bowl logo and the LIV logo, they're not quite the same, but they're not that actually far off.
Well, the one we got last year is pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Because I was asked the same question at a place that I wore that in. And where'd you get the LIV shirt?
Yeah. Do they not recognize the Lombardi trophy?
Apparently not.
Do they not recognize the Super Bowl logos?
Apparently not.
I found that to be...
Now, you said you walked into this building.
No, it was... I was actually over at Sammy's Embroidery Club.
Oh, okay.
Earlier today. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's probably wondering where he could embroider some of those shirts.
Well, no, it wasn't Sammy. It was another customer there at Sammy's.
It does look like the LIV logo.
Yeah. I've never given that. I've never put the two and two together. That somebody might think I'm wearing a LIV type shirt.
Well, maybe on the other side, you should say this is not a LIV shirt. You get another logo.
No, I'm good. I'm good. It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Don't forget Hot Ticket Thursday coming up at 3:20. We've got tickets to go see Dave Chappelle, so stick around for your chance to win. The SEC announced the 2024 football schedules yesterday. Texas A&M, they will play. Some of the schedules, incredible. Almost as if, can we fast forward through this season and get to 2024?
Yeah, no
We're talking about it as we continue here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, the best way to do that Call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds, because nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential and open 24/7. Offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're down in Corpus, up in Dallas, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
Hot Ticket Thursday just got a little warmer. Beginning Thursday and every Thursday with R&R in the morning and in the afternoons with the Blitz. It's your chance for the hottest tickets at 620, 720, 820, and 920. Then the Blitz have your tickets at 220, 320, 420, and 520. Hot Ticket Thursday just got smoking hot every Thursday with R&R in the morning and afternoons with the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Don't let pain keep you from doing the things you love. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti. At Arasti, we fix pain fast. Whether you've been living with chronic and nagging pain for years, or if you've recently experienced an injury, our goal is to get you out of pain as quickly as possible. Arasti is completely natural and non-invasive. Plus, Arasti accepts most insurance plans. There's a location near you. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
I was in a terrible car accident. I suffered a traumatic brain injury and also injured my spine. My daughter-in-law called Jeff Davis. After expenses and attorney fees, I received $86,559. I want everyone in San Antonio to know Jeff was here for me.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you were injured by a car or large truck, call me at my San Antonio office at 444-4444. That's 444-4444. There's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches to update his look. Give love, give style. Now at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
At the United States Postal Service, we're reinventing our network to help keep your business moving. With new shipping options to deliver better value, greater flexibility to conveniently reach your customers, more confident shipping with new informed delivery features, and new electric vehicles for a cleaner, brighter future. Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Learn more at USPS.com/moving forward.
There's never been a better time to get that engagement ring or fine diamond jewelry. Right now at Diamonds Direct, our most exciting offer ever. You can get instant savings up to $5,000 off any purchase or enjoy special financing for up to 5 whole years. Either way, you save big. You can't miss this limited time offer. Design your perfect ring and get our most gorgeous and most flexible financing options. Now through June 30th at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get details, store hours, and more at diamondsdirect.com. On approved credit.
Hey everyone, Michael Kielbasa here with Kielbasa Smoked Meats. Since 1949, we've made our sausage with real smoke and honest meat to create our uncompromising slow method to craft that famous mouth-watering Kielbasa experience. I hope that when you see our product, you pick it up, take it home and try it. And if it's not the best you've ever tasted, I'll give you your money back, guaranteed. Find Kielbasa Smoked Meats in a store near you today.
What if you could build a 6-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a 6-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons, best-selling author and executive producer of a new Hollywood documentary called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. In this film, economists and Nobel Prize-winning PhDs from Wharton, MIT, and Stanford share a strange concept I call the retirement discount. It gives you more retirement income with the same dollar saved, and your money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even Even people who are on track have shifted money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you are over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money, call to get a free copy of this brand new movie, 1-800-578-3535. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you get it completely free, plus 2 hours of bonus behind-the-scenes footage. No credit card required. Call right now. 1-800-578-3535. That's 1-800-578-3535. Again, 1-800-578-3535.
It's Hot Ticket Thursday. Be the ninth caller at 210-656-ESPN. And you could be on your way. The hottest tickets to the hottest events. Ninth caller wins.
I appreciate that every line was ringing before Big Voice Guy said it was Hot Ticket Thursday. Caller 9 wins. So James Pledger just killed them all and said, let's start over. Caller number 9, you're going to go see Dave Chappelle out at the AT&T Center.
That is the definition of hot ticket. Dave Chappelle, my goodness.
July 12th at the AT&T Center. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. It is the Blitz. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Last night, the SEC Network tried to, create a TV show out of nothing that turned out to be incredible. Not that I watched the TV show because I subscribe to Twitter. And my goodness, the football schedules that were released, just seeing. So Thursday, a week from tonight, we know we're going to get Wemby.
Right.
And to give you an idea of what I anticipate next week to be like, just look at last night. So next Wednesday or next Thursday, when we gather out at the Roo Pub, we know that the Spurs are going to take Wemby.
Yes.
We have known that Texas and Texas A&M are going to play next year.
Yes. Right around Thanksgiving. Now, I don't know if that's Thanksgiving Day or if it's Friday or whatever, but yeah.
But seeing it officially get released and it's happening and it's on and it's going to be in College Station, you get excited about it, even though you knew it was coming. And we got that yesterday on a schedule release for a football season, not this season, but next.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it's almost like this season is like, ho-hum.
Let's get there.
Right? Just get through it and get on with it. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, everybody's excited about, Texas A&M. But, seeing some of these other teams that Texas is going to play, that Oklahoma is going to play, and then obviously Texas A&M as well. It's just, the SEC is just where it's at. It's big time college football, and I'm glad that Texas and Oklahoma are now part of that.
They are, and even you look at it and you think about, okay, some of the biggest matchups, and depending on what website you're looking at, it's either Georgia, Bama, or Texas A&M, and then Texas, Georgia is probably top 5 on the schedule. Even the Tennessee-Oklahoma game with Heupel playing against OU is going to be a lot of fun. But it there are some disappointments. A little disappointed we didn't see Georgia get A&M.
Well, what's funny about that, somebody else was saying that Georgia has never played at College Station.
No.
But yet they're going to Austin.
Yeah.
So is kind of a slap in the face to the Aggies? I don't know. I don't know how Aggie fan feels about that, but it seems that way to me.
Well, and again, it's weird because since A&M joined the SEC, the way they did the schedules, like Georgia wasn't a part of their regular rotation, which is odd. They made South Carolina their rival there for a while. Right. But it really is all about Texas joining the SEC along with Oklahoma. Even Paul Feinbaum was just talking about what those two additions mean to the conference.
The fact that game is going to be played again, and I'm a talk show host, so I look for controversy. I would have rather have seen it in Texas because the Aggie fans would have been calling right this minute. But that was part of the deal, I'm sure. But there's just so much richness, and I don't want to take away from anyone else that has come into this league over the last 25 years, including Texas A&M. But what Oklahoma and Texas bring, they give A&M another rival, a rival that they want to see. I mean, everyone wants to play Texas. Yeah. And by the way, most of those same schools want to play Oklahoma as well.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're just two iconic franchises, right? And they should be in the SEC, and I'm happy they're headed there. That's going to be a lot of fun. And it's put up or shut up time for Texas, for Oklahoma, who keep saying that they're part of the mix. They should be in the conversation all the time. Well, you're going to get your chance to put up or shut up.
You look at that schedule, and I saw this was floating around Twitter, a screenshot from some Boomer Sooner message board type thing. Do we still have message boards?
I have no idea.
But somebody had commented on the Oklahoma schedule and said, is this really what we want? Because less wins, less championships. Be careful what you wish for. And then that guy gets flamed for it, but there is some truth there. You want to play the best competition, but there are going to be some brutal schedules. The Florida Gators schedule in 2024 is one of the more ridiculous football schedules in college football that you've ever seen. With Miami, UCF, Florida State, they do get Samford, Kentucky, LSU, Ole Miss, A&M, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, and Mississippi State. Good Lord.
Well, Oklahoma doesn't have it much better.
No.
They've got 3 home conference games. That's it.
Well, they also technically are going to be the home team in the Cotton Bowl.
Okay, well.
And that was one of the things they were talking about, why they need to go 9 so you get that 4th conference home game.
Well, the college football fan is going to be a lot of fun.
It is.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that. And this year's just a little bit of an appetizer. It's going to be interesting to see how Oklahoma and Texas and how road games are for them in the Big 12 this year, and what kind of a response are they going to get, if any? Are they going to be boos? Are they going to be, some bad blood? I don't know.
I think about Texas beating Georgia in the Sugar Bowl a few years ago, and now you're going to play. Let's see, Georgia is going to be at Texas. My buddy Dan Matthews, who is a Texas guy, but he works at a radio station in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
He tweeted out something like, Longhorn fans aren't ready for Georgia fans. And, there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of Aggies that went to Athens when A&M finally played over there, including John Robbins, who does stats and a lot of stuff with us here at the radio station. He went down there, and, it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just different. But it's fantastic. And I think that's what we're all looking for. You look at the schedules that were announced, they're all brutal, like, oh my goodness, but also exciting as hell because it's big game after big game after big game after big game for everybody.
It is.
And I'm looking at the Texas schedule going, damn, we don't get LSU, right? Where's LSU? I mean, you're not going to get everybody.
No, you're not.
But but I look at what Texas has and whoo.
Well, it's going to be tough. I mean, every week is going to be, must-watch TV, and that's what they want. That's what everybody wants, and so we get it. Beginning in 2024, just have to fight through the college football season this year.
Just win the Big 12 this year.
I think we'll be okay.
Come on, Sark.
We'll be all right.
We'll be.
I mean, Texas still plays Alabama this year.
They do.
So that's good.
They do.
It's going to be fun.
And A&M still gets LSU this year.
Is that a rivalry? Are we making that a rivalry?
So they've made it a rivalry.
They have?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I see it, but okay.
Well, I mean, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Texas A&M versus LSU just doesn't scream, oh, my God, I got to be in front of the TV Saturday night. Come on over. We'll barbecue some ribs and have a jolly time.
Have you been under a rock?
Texas A&M LSU? Is that? I mean, you're going to be watching that glued to the TV?
I have the last couple of years, and that's to me a lot better than Texas against Texas Tech on Thanksgiving.
I don't know. It's usually pretty wide because Tech usually wins.
No, and again, I'm going to watch Texas, but the competitive nature, I'm A&M LSU.
Okay, well, that's great.
You flip back and forth. You're flipping around.
I have nobody in the hunt there. I mean, it doesn't,
Yeah.
Nobody in the hunt.
Why do you hate the Aggies?
Well, maybe it's LSU I hate.
But if you have nobody in the hunt, or if it's LSU that you hate, then obviously you're watching for the Aggies and rooting against.
Well, if I've got nothing
for them
else,
to curb stomp those Tigers.
If I've got nothing else to do on that Saturday night, I'll probably watch it. Or if we're out at a bar somewhere or a restaurant, yeah, I'll watch.
I promise you, if we're out at a bar, we're probably going to be at the Roo Pub, and if we're at the Roo Pub, they're going to have the Aggie game on with sound. That's what they do there at the Roo. It's part of it because the Roo Pub is the best place to watch a game. They're at 281 and Redland Road with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. And for I don't know, a draft. Next Thursday, we're going to be live out at the Roo Pub. Now, get this. With San Antonio having the number 1 pick, the Roo Pub is going to introduce the Wemby Burger with French foie gras. Is that how you say it? Black truffle sauce on Kobe beef, French onion strings for $1 for the number 1 pick on draft day next Thursday. The Blitz is going to be live out there starting at 2 o'clock. You think about the rest of the action this weekend, you want to get into the Roo Pub. The food there is fantastic. I'm sure the Wemby Burger is going to be great. I haven't had it yet, but it's going to be there. And that kitchen is open late till 2 a.m. every day with the full menu available. The Roo Pub next to the Angry Elephant there at 281 and Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo. Do we have breaking news? Is Wemby's season finally over there in France?
The Spurs fans.
The Wemby is done.
Yep.
His team loses in the finals.
They got swept.
Not that there was doubt he was going to be in Brooklyn, but let's see. He gets an extra week's worth of rest. All right, Wemby, shower up, get on a plane, and come to the States.
There you go, buddy. Let's go. 22 points today, 7 rebounds, and 4 blocks for Wemby.
That's a pretty good day.
Yeah, not bad, but they got swept.
And we gave away the Dave Chappelle tickets. Congratulations to Don. He was caller number 9. Don Bonin wins those Dave Chappelle tickets. We've got more Chappelle tickets at 5:20 and at 4:20 on Hot Ticket Thursday. We've got tickets to go see Colin Yost.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair, Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
This Father's Day, visit Boot Barn for quality gifts and personalized services. Gifts range from durable suede jackets to premium exotic cowboy boots, iconic Western shirts, heavy-duty jeans, and work boots. We provide local same-day gift delivery with gift wrapping and a card included. You can enjoy in-store pickup with $20 off your next order, and our team of experts can help guide you as you shop when you visit your local Boot Barn.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language? In as little as 3 weeks, Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Isn't it nice to get exactly what you want? Introducing the new My Plan from Verizon. With My Plan, you pick only the perks you want and you save on every one. So you're getting exactly what you want in your phone plan and only paying for what you need. All on Verizon's award-winning 5G network. And for a limited time, when you bring your own phones to a Verizon store, you can get My Plan for an incredible price. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today. Get My Plan for an amazing deal. It's your Verizon.
Lowe's knows the best deals for dad. Hurry to shop our best Father's Day gifts from the brands he loves for less. Keep Dad's lawn looking sharp and save $100 on Cobalt's 24-volt self-propelled lawnmower. Plus, get 2 Bonnie 2.32 quart vegetables and herbs for just $10. Shop the final days of Father's Day deals now. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/18. Bonnie in-store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Meet Joe A, Joe B, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect, support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Pro Paint Days are here at Lowe's. Now through June 16th, Lowe's MVPs members can start earning 20% back in paint rewards via Lowe's e-gift card when you spend $100 or more on qualifying paint purchases. Stock up on top paint brands like our new and exclusive HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Spec Right Pro Interior Paint. Lowe's knows pros. Exclusions, restrictions, and more terms apply. See Lowe's.com/L/pro loyalty terms. Subject to change.
The Rangers wrap up their 4-game series with the Angels tonight in Arlington. Hi, everybody. This is Matt Hicks inviting you to join Jared Sandler, Mike Peasley, and me. Our coverage of tonight's game begins at 6:30.
On 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. If you've done any grilling over the last couple of days, make sure you take photos of that great meat on your grill, upload them at sasportstar.com, the Grilling with the Blitz page. Later on in the show today, we'll actually judge meat and give away a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market.
Already been judging.
Already
been judging meat. You got time to get yours in.
Yep. And think about Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Nice tomahawk steak on the grill.
Wow. That sounds good.
You know, for Mother's Day, we go all out.
We do.
For Father's Day.
It's like, happy Father's Day. Go mow the yard.
Well, we still want a steak, even if we got to grill it ourselves.
Exactly. And what, are you going to let your wife do it?
Like I said.
Exactly.
Not going to answer that question.
Okay. Well, I know the answer. You told me no.
Thanks. My wife used to do all the grilling.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, that's why Joanna's not upset by that.
Well, the way you said it sounded very... So, Pro Football Talk has their early power rankings for this point in the NFL offseason, right? And you look at it, you look at the offseasons, what teams have done. There's still some work to be done. The power rankings really haven't changed all that much post the ones that we saw right after the draft. But and look, this is Cowboys country. I get that. But it does seem like a lot of people on social are all up in arms that, oh, my goodness, they are the Dallas Cowboys are number 9 on the list. Oh, they're still number 3 in the NFC.
Right.
It's just the AFC is that stacked.
Well, here's where I'd be a little upset. I mean, they got the Chiefs number 1, the Eagles are 2, and then San Francisco is number 3. And then the Cowboys, then it's all AFC until you get to the Cowboys at number 9.
You know, when you look at San Francisco, and a lot of people have said this, they don't have a quarterback. We don't know who's going to be their quarterback. And even Pro Football Talk writes this. They'd be the best team in the conference and maybe the league if they had a high-end quarterback.
Right?
They've got all the other pieces in part, but the main one. Last year, because Brock Purdy played so well, which maybe he is that good. Maybe they caught lightning in the bottle. Will they do it again? But we've seen great teams not do well because they don't have a quarterback.
Sure.
Right? So I look at San Francisco, and maybe I'm just stubborn, but I need to see what they're going to do at quarterback. I know they're a great team, but if they don't have a great quarterback, how far will that not great quarterback be able to carry this team? Or can those other position groups drag a subpar quarterback over the finish line.
Always like my meat big. Thanks.
Sure. San Francisco.
And you know,
Ryan Egel, the machine is reading your mind.
I guess so. Look, Purdy was not the guy that they had to drag over the finish line. He was getting the job done. He was doing what he had to do. And that's why they have said when he's healthy, he's the guy. I don't know if there's going to be a competition. I'm sure there is. There is every training camp. But Purdy was doing the job, and it made everybody else that much better. He doesn't have to be the guy. And that's the beauty of that system there. He just can't turn the football over. And he did a great job of not doing that last year. And that's why the 49ers were there. Look, the Eagles, in my mind, were fortunate to get into the Super Bowl because I'm not sure that they would have with a healthy Brock Purdy.
And again, a lot of it is Brock Purdy. Don't get me wrong. A lot of it's the system. And I think in a big way, that is one of the things that Mike McCarthy's message has been since he's taken over as the play caller, that they don't want to be the highest scoring team out there. They don't want to do this. They want to do things to protect their defense. You know, Dak called it Texas toast. You know, a little West Coast and a little Texas. Sure. All right. Let's see, you know, if he can get an NIL deal from Whataburger with or who's got the Texas toast? Is it Dairy Queen? Whataburger has it. All right.
Yeah,
whatever the case,
too.
right? You know, but
the Texas thing,
because of the messaging and maybe mixed messaging that you're getting from the Cowboys on what they're going to do offensively, because you do expect it to be somewhat different. There's a lot of questions about what this Dallas Cowboys offense is going to look like. You know, Tim Hasselbeck on ESPN was talking about the McCarthy offense and going from there. And so when you look at it, you listen to Tim Hasselbeck and the differences with Mike McCarthy, and it does make you ask the same questions we're all asking when it comes to the offense.
I think what's really interesting, you're Mike McCarthy and Matt Sound talking about this is the first year we're doing it the way we want to be doing it. Like, I need to take a step back from that for a second. Like, Kellen Moore, in his 4 years as the offensive coordinator there, like, only the Chiefs have scored more points than them over that time. Offense. They've been awesome. Like, they've been creative. Dak has understood what Kellen was trying to do. I think this adjustment to Mike McCarthy, who wasn't really all that creative at the end in Green Bay, and Brian Schottenheimer, like, I think there's a step back before there's ever a step forward. Yes, now listen, maybe it doesn't present itself in wins and losses, but offensive production, absolutely.
Wow. How about that? He thinks they've taken a step back offensively.
Well, and again, could they score less points and win more games? You know, when you listen to Mike McCarthy's theory, control the clock, run it more, rest the defense, get first downs, as opposed to always looking for the big play.
You really think the Cowboys are going to run the football more?
No,
I don't either.
And they ran the football a lot last year. That's what I mean by mixed messaging.
Right.
What they say, what we saw, and what they stats say don't all add up, you know? But I do think there's some purpose behind what they're saying. You just got to try to figure out the puzzle pieces. Dan Orlovsky might have hit the nail on the head when talking about the turnovers from Dak Prescott.
And I think, like, that's the big part of this offseason conversation. If you're Mike McCarthy and Shoddy and Dak Prescott, is asking the question of, like, why were there so many forces? Again, 17 interceptions, 11 of them were when we needed 10 yards or more. 8 of them on 3rd and long. So if you can get Dak Prescott to answer why we did that and not have to feel that pressure, I think it makes me feel better that he can get rid of those interception issues from last year.
You know, so 11 on more than 10 yards and 8 on 3rd and long. Are you forcing something downfield? Are you know, and again, I think that's where Mike McCarthy doesn't want to be in those 3rd and long situations.
Well, get the running game going. That's going to be another thing. Tony Pollard should be able to do that. Who else is there?
That's the question.
You know, that's the question. And if you're going to run the football as much as they pretend that they're going to, you're going to need a stable of running backs. Malik Davis is going to get his opportunity, and I'm all for that. I think the young man should get an opportunity to show what he can or can't do. It's time. But I still think they need somebody else. And I don't know who that is. I know we talk about the big names that are out there, but They need something else. Ronald Jones, maybe he'll have a resurgence. I don't know.
I don't even think Ronald Jones makes the opening day roster.
He may not, but he may, just because simply they need some bodies.
Well, and again, you're sitting here June 15th. You're a month and a half away from showing up at training camp.
Right.
You've got some veteran guys out there that every city that talks NFL is talking about. Well, Dalvin Cook, or do you bring in Zeke or Leonard Fournette or pick the name. At some point, I do expect the Cowboys to bring somebody else in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there was some running backs from either the XFL or the USFL that they looked at and they liked, and I know a lot of those guys have been called in for various tryouts, but I don't think the running back room as it sits today is going to be the running back room we see on opening night. They'll bring in guys for training camp, and that doesn't mean those guys will make it, because you need camp bodies.
Sure.
Just not so you're not wearing out a Tony Pollard and a Malik Davis and a Deuce Vaughn. But I'm with you. There does need to be more additions to that running back room. Although if I'm looking at Dalvin Cook money, I'd rather go find another offensive lineman, because that's the one area. Like starters, I think we're good. But when there's an injury, Tyron Smith,
there will be.
I'm a little concerned about the depth, and we still don't have a damn kicker.
I don't think that's a worry, honestly. I don't think that's a concern. Look, there's kickers everywhere. They'll find somebody. The same retreads that we've been talking about for the last several weeks are still out there. Nobody else has signed them. Robbie Gould. Who are the other retreads that are out there? That
I don't know.
I mean, they're out there, so you'll be just fine.
I would just like a reliable kicker that I don't have to worry about.
Well, so would everybody.
Well, and again, shop for one. You can't look for the Amazon deal day, right? And it feels like that's what they don't give a damn about kickers. I don't give a damn about kickers until I don't have one. And so and generally that's one of your most highest scoring guys on your team.
Well, it is, and just extra points, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need those for that, but they'll find somebody. Maybe Vizcaino turns into something. You don't know. I mean, maybe he's the guy. Maybe Jerry said, "Yeah, that's my guy." Hey, isn't this the second time there?
Probably.
They saw something. Bones Fossil has seen something.
Hey, who's got a kicker's phone number in their phone? You want to call them?
Yeah.
All right.
There's a bunch of retreads still floating around,
Sure.
so I'm sure they'll bring somebody else in.
Sure. I mean, wouldn't it just be nice to have that position?
Yeah, it would be.
Like the years of Dan Bailey.
I don't know why didn't they keep Maher? Honestly, guy had a great regular season.
He got the yips.
Okay,
he got the yips.
Well, it happens to
yips.
everybody.
And when it happens, you go bye-bye.
Well, okay, then you're stuck with Vizcaino.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to go kicker shopping.
Vizcaino. He's the man.
Is that how you say it?
I have no idea. Yes, that's how you say it.
Coming up at 4:30, Andrew Sandejo, who's not a kicker,
we're going to ask him.
Is going to join us. I'm curious what he thinks
about a kicker.
About a kicker in the locker room.
He doesn't give a damn about a kicker
until that dude misses. Do you ever hang out with the kicker?
No.
Locker room camaraderie, because he actually played with Dalvin Cook and with Stephon Diggs in Minnesota. And so we'll get his thoughts on where those two might end up. Andrew Sandejo joining us coming up at 4:30. And I wonder if Andrew would want to be on Hard Knocks. It appears that Hard Knocks is having a hard time finding a team that will agree to let all those cameras in the locker room. Who do you guys want to see on Hard Knocks? We'll talk about it as we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. And you think football, you think tailgates, you think sausage. And if you're tailgating, if you're throwing sausage on your grill, you want the best out there, then it is Kielbasa smoked sausage. That's what you've been looking for. The kind of authentic sausage you could find in butcher shops back in the old days. And you see, it's because the way Kielbasa makes their legendary smoked sausage. It's made in small 150-pound batches with only fresh, high-quality ingredients, never frozen meat. They never add fillers or chemicals that you can't pronounce. Then it is smoked over real hardwood, real smoke, honest meat, slow crafted. What they say is in their products is exactly what is in there. That's what they mean by honest meat. At Kielbasa, they are proud their ingredient list is short, straightforward, and doesn't require a PhD in chemistry to translate, because the only way they can guarantee Kielbasa will be the best sausage you've ever eaten is by using only real hardwood with their uncompromising, slow-crafted method, fresh spices, and yes, only honest meat. No fillers, no enhancers. If it's not the best sausage you've ever eaten, just give Michael Kielbasa a call and he'll give you your money back. His phone number is on the back of every package sold. Real smoke, honest meat, slow crafted. Go get some Kielbasa today.
It's R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, we play host to RJ Ochoa, blogging the boys out at 7:30. Pat Beverly has lost his damn mind.
We're just 6 days away from the NBA draft. What's going to happen between now and then? And, of course, it's a Father's Day Friday. We want your favorite dad jokes, and we'll distribute our fatherly advice. The party starts at 6.
R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Win the battle against rust and corrosion with PB Blaster at O'Reilly Auto Parts. PB Blaster quickly busts loose rusted, corroded, or frozen parts. PB Blaster is great for everything from bolts to frozen locks. Right now, pick up an 11-ounce bottle of PB Blaster for just $6.99, plus get 2 times O Rewards points. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's a right way and a wrong way to fight off mosquitoes. Karate chopping the air in a public place in front of your kids and their friends, Mom, is the wrong way. Using STEM mosquito repellent is the right way. STEM effectively repels mosquitoes by harnessing active ingredients found in grass and peppermint, making it safe for use as directed around people and pets. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science, and embarrassment-free.
The Golf Club of Texas has some of the best course conditions with the friendliest staff. The golf is great. They have a lighted driving range and practice area. While it feels like a country club, it's not a private club. It's open to the public, so bring the family into the 10 Cup Bar. It's the nicest sit-down restaurant in that area of SA, specializing in Texas food, wine, and spirits. For golf or dinner, go to Golf Club of Texas off Highway 90, online at golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Dazzling decal on Daisy's Donuts window. Full banner at Barry's Barbershop. Prominent poster at Penny's on Park Place.
This is your sign. Well, signs. To try Staples and see the difference. Get $15 off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more.
From Staples, and I couldn't miss it.
N617. Visit staplesconnect.com/printbig for details.
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches to update his look. Give love, give style. Now at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey guys, did you know June is Men's Health Month? Prioritize your health and address those issues you've been ignoring. Revive Men's Health San Antonio has guaranteed low T and ED solutions. Book your free exam and T-check today and save $199. And find out how you can get a free 1-month supply of custom ED medication. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today.
Hi, folks. It's Rudy J. I want to take a moment to talk to you about advertising on San Antonio Sports Star. We get this question quite a bit, so here's how it goes. You contact Morgan Harrison via email. Her email is morgan.harrison@alphamediausa.com. From there, she will have one of our folks connect with you on how you can advertise right here on San Antonio Sports Star. Or, since Alpha Media is a full-service advertising company, online, other radio stations, or even television, since that's just about all through the internet. Happy connecting.
I was in a terrible accident with a commercial vehicle. I had to have surgery on my back. My life was turned upside down and I was completely screwed. Then I called the Force, the Davis law firm. Jeff personally handled my case. After expenses and attorney fees, I received $397,988. It's really true. Jeff was here for me.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you were injured by a car or large truck, call me at my San Antonio office at 444-4444. That's 444-4444. There's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
Your home for the Dallas Cowboys is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. And he's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minnick. At some point, I'm going to need some what to watch suggestions.
Well, how about the U.S. Open?
Okay, but when I get home at night and I'm watching TV.
You should watch the highlights of Ricky Fowler and Alexander Schauffele.
Have you met my wife?
I'm just saying.
Do you think she's going to let me watch golf highlights that don't involve Scott Van Pelt?
Both of those guys 8 under par today, 62s.
Ooh.
That's incredible.
That is pretty good, isn't it?
So, yeah, I mean, that's worth watching.
That is. I don't know, I need some good shows. Like everything that we've watched, we're kind of out of. What's hot right now besides the suggestions that you'll get on Apple or Netflix or whatever. And, and then, of course, we're going to get the Hard Knocks, every Tuesday in August. There's that quarterback series that starts in July.
Can't wait for that, honestly.
I think that's going to be great on Netflix. But Hard Knocks, has it run its course? Right?
Yes.
I mean, has it?
Yes, it has.
The teams don't want it.
And do many fans want it?
I watch it.
You do?
I do. I love it. I love it.
I'm not a big fan.
I love.
It was great the first, few years.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's the same old, same old.
Well, because what it started doing, one, we don't get the behind the scenes stuff that you used to get.
Right.
They teams are so guarded.
Mm-hmm.
2, teams do such a great job with their own video departments and social media that they're already putting so much content out there that it's Hard Knocks like. But teams don't want Hard Knocks cameras everywhere. And, there are teams that are eligible this year, and you got to not be a playoff team and not have a first-year coach to be eligible. Well, the New York Jets, everybody wants the New York Jets. The New York Jets don't want anything to do with Hard Knocks.
No, they don't.
Washington. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
What attractive storyline do they have? They have actually, according to reports, and this is all over the place, they've actually apparently approached Detroit about doing it for a second straight year.
Now, who wants to see that? Nobody.
Last year was one of the worst Hard Knockses.
And so you want part 2.
And so why would they want to go back to that? You see what I mean? I just,
because they have no other choice, apparently.
They're going to be good. Dan Campbell as their coach is interesting. But do you want to see a second year of that?
No.
And you wonder, has it run its course?
Yes.
But what do they do?
Well, they go bye-bye and figure something else out. I mean, I'm telling you, and we had a difference of opinion on this just from when they were with the Cowboys. What, 2019?
Yeah. Well, no, it was COVID. It was the year after COVID.
That's
when
right.
we all got to go back.
Right.
And it was the Dallas Cowboys.
They just get in the way.
Well, see, you're not a TV guy anymore, so they won't get in your way anymore.
Well, they're not going back to Dallas anyway. Jerry doesn't even want them.
Which is surprising.
And when
Jerry does, Mike McCarthy does it.
When Jerry doesn't want the publicity, it's run its course.
Well, that's Mike McCarthy putting his foot down.
God, please. If Jerry wanted Hard Knocks there, Hard Knocks would be there, regardless of what McCarthy says.
The fact that they're not going to Dallas tells me Mike McCarthy has said no.
Mike McCarthy may not even be there after this season.
Yeah, but we're talking about this year.
Yeah.
Like the teams that they could force to do it, they don't want to do it. To where they're going back to Detroit, we don't need that.
No.
We don't need that.
Well, and we don't need Washington. And, I mean, that's boring as hell. I mean, all the teams. I mean, nobody except for the Jets would be entertaining.
Would you? But you don't watch it anyway.
No, not really. It was Detroit last year. What the hell do you want to watch?
Dude, I watched Arizona in season.
That's awesome.
I mean, I just eat that up. I think it's compelling. I kept waiting for Cliff to get fired live on tape on Hard Knocks.
You got to read a book or something, Minix.
Yeah, okay. I'll read one right after you do.
Yeah.
I'm like LeBron James, man. I never got past page 2.
Yeah, exactly. I just skipped to the very end. You know how it ends.
Yeah. Looking for TV suggestions. Hernan Garris on Twitter tweets in at Jason Minix. The Night Agent on Netflix is really good. Already watched it.
Yeah, it is great.
The Night Agent was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
What other suggestions do you guys have? At Joe Reinagle 210. Tweet at me at Jason Minix. Wemby's time in France is over. His team loses. We're talking about that, and should he play in the Summer League as we continue here on the Blitz.
KTFM Floresville. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, your home for the Blitz, 2 to 6 on YouTube and always at sasportsstar.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Yeah, you just heard Minix say it. The season is over for the soon-to-be Spurs star, Victor Wembanyama. His team lost in the French League Finals. In fact, Monaco completes the sweep today, 92-85. Wemby scores 22 points, 7 boards, and 4 blocks. Greg Popovich is going to be around in the Wemby era, at least for a little while. He's set to get a 3-year, $14 million per year deal. The Blitz next.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagle.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94 Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. Glad to have you along on this Thursday afternoon. A hot ticket Thursday coming up at 4:20. 20 after every hour, your chance to win. We've got Colin Yost tickets to give away. The Saturday Night Live host is going to be at the Majestic on June 16th. Your chance to win in 420. Is it really?
Is that tomorrow? June 16th? Yeah, that's tomorrow.
According to my calendar, yeah.
All
you
right.
go see him tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You got plans?
You don't have to wait.
We'll make them.
There you go.
Absolutely. You know, on the TV here in the studio, there are highlights of the Denver Nuggets victory parade. And those boys look like they had a great time.
Of course.
Just like every team that you see has a great time. And an update on the missing MVP trophy for the Joker. He found it.
Can you imagine going to say, hey, where's the trophy? Joker? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Are you surprised that he lost it?
Not really. I mean, I don't know why I guess I am and I'm not. I don't know. It just doesn't seem. Yeah, you look at the Joker and it's like, I'm just playing basketball, man. You know, all this other stuff is just gravy.
You know, but he cares about trophies.
Well, sure.
I mean, he's an athlete. He wants them. He left it in a training room, he thought, or said, and then somebody took it from there. Wasn't like the guy that stole the Tom Brady jersey out of the locker room after the Super Bowl, right? You know, it's not some media type that's all, a trophy. I'm going to put this in my bag and sell it on eBay later.
Yeah, right.
They never said where they found it, or I haven't read where they found it.
I haven't read either.
Not that I've looked hard to find out where they found it. I'm guessing somebody put it up. And then he went back for it, and it was gone. But he was at the parade today. There were some questions. Would he actually show up at the parade? Because, you know, after they won on the podium and he found out when the parade was, you all saw the video. He didn't look thrilled. Like, I got to wait till Thursday? Dude, I just want to go home. Different attitude today after the parade.
Okay. Thank you, though. You know that I told that I don't want to stay on parade, but I want to stay on parade. This is this is amazing. This is we're all gonna remember this our whole lives, and And when we see you guys that came out on the streets, and actually this one is for you. We love you, Denver. This one is for you. Thank you, guys.
Nice. You know, I mean, you knew that would happen.
Sure.
I mean, he was tired, obviously, at the end of that game 5 and just wanted to go home and the emotion. But you get into that with your teammates. You see all the fans out there having a few drinks, and it's all fun and games.
And he'll sleep on the plane going home.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's got a longer flight than most.
Yes, he does.
You know, where all his teammates, they're all going home somewhere. He's got a much longer flight.
I wonder how long it is to Serbia.
Oh,
long time, though.
7, 12. I mean, you figure he flies private.
Well, I would imagine.
It's still going to be hours.
He's Joker.
I mean, could you imagine? You know, he's you know, he would be in first class regardless, but
he'd have to be, man. I mean, that big dude.
He's in the comfort section on the international flight.
I don't think he's in the back row.
You know, a stop here, a stop there, 3 legs, and an 8-hour layover at the Dallas airport.
There you go. Pledge pulled it up. It's 12 hours and 10 minutes. Now, that's from Denver.
From Denver?
Yeah.
It's still 12 hours.
That's a long time.
You ever flown to Europe?
I've flown to Italy, yes.
Yeah, they're long flights.
Well,
but they don't feel that bad.
Oh, please. They don't?
Well, I mean, when you think about 12 hours on a plane, they suck.
They suck.
It's not near as bad as it seems, I guess.
Well, we flew, from San Antonio to New York.
Yeah.
Right. So that was, what is that? 3.5, 4 hours.
Sure.
And then 8 hours to Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 12 hours. It's a long time. And I thought, well, I'll just have a few drinks and go to sleep.
Yeah.
No.
You couldn't do that?
I had a few drinks, so I didn't go to sleep.
Well, that's on you.
I guess I didn't drink enough.
Apparently.
Wow.
Apparently. I mean, I've done both. The craziest flight, we were coming back. I was flying out of Aviana Air Base in Italy on a C-5. When I was getting out of the Navy, I got off. We were on a Mediterranean cruise, on a med cruise. And so I got off in Augusta Bay when we went up to Italy. And you wait for the plane to come get you. And then, those C-5s, they've got, tanks and helicopters. All kinds of, what they don't have are comfortable seats. They've got those netting seats that you pull off the side. So you sleep in a tank.
And so there's no, TV or anything past the time.
There's a porta potty.
That's it.
It's not luxury travel. I can tell you that.
No.
You throw around a football and, the plane's so big, even with all the other stuff in there, you throw footballs, you do all kinds of things to pass the time. So on a commercial airline going over there, that's nothing.
Yeah, right.
That's nothing.
It's been a while because, the last time I did that, it was 1999. So
I would imagine.
Long time ago.
I would imagine that with Wemby coming to San Antonio, we are going to get, I don't know, an exhibition game somewhere in France again sometime soon.
I wouldn't be surprised. We went to the Virgin Islands with Tim for training camp.
Yeah.
There's been stuff like that happen. Yeah.
I would imagine that could happen in the very near future. The good news or bad news, depending on how you looked or how you bet, Wemby's season in France ended today.
It did.
His team lost in the championship round. They were swept. So he is done because there was some talk if that series went the distance, it would finish 2 days before the draft. Now he's still going to be in Brooklyn, so it was going to be much tougher from a travel standpoint. But now he can put that behind him and start focusing on wearing the silver and black.
Well, I'm not sure he's going to do that, but he will get an extra week rest. All right, because the draft is next Thursday. So I would imagine Mr. Wembanyama will go home, take a nap. Next few days will be chilling, resting.
Does he pack or does somebody pack for him?
What? I don't know. I would imagine he packs himself.
No, somebody's packed for him.
I don't care how rich or big a star you are. You want somebody else packing for you? Then you open up the suitcase, go, damn, you forgot the underwear.
Or do you just say, screw it, I'm just going to get everything new when I get to the States?
Well, he hadn't gotten paid yet. Although I don't know what he was getting paid on that friend. He was getting paid something, right?
I'm sure he's going to be just fine. I'm sure RC could float him alone.
I wonder, in all sincerity, because I don't know, What does he get paid for playing on that French team? That's a pro league.
It's a pro league, so he's getting
paid something, right?
I'm sure he's got some endorsement deals over there in France.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, I'm sure he's working on a Nike deal as we speak. That's going to be a ridiculous amount of money.
Well, I would imagine that Nike, Adidas, name them all, they're going to be fighting over him.
We're all thinking about the movie Air.
Exactly.
What's the meetings like with Wemby? And, he's a teenager. So what's in his room? Does he take the posters that are hanging on the wall in his room, and does he put that in the mansion that he's going to have here in San Antonio?
So did you have posters on your wall at 19?
Probably.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you kidding?
I don't think that I did. I mean.
Well, 19, I was in the Navy. So I know in my apartment here, when I met my wife, one of the first things that she got rid of was a big inflatable baseball glove that I had in the living room of my apartment that had a beer logo on it.
Okay, well, I get that. Yeah, I love those neon signs that, you get and you put on the wall of your,
I used to have
your
some
college house or whatever you lived in. And yeah. But I don't remember any posters.
Does he take down the poster of Tony and bring it to San Antonio?
You think he's got a poster of Tony?
Yeah, I do. Tony was a big star over there.
Maybe he's got Boris Diaw up at also.
You could have them both.
Could be.
The Tim Duncan poster.
Well, yeah.
The George Gervin poster. He's got the Iceman.
No, that's a great poster.
It is.
It really is. Hey, I don't think he has posters. Yeah, maybe he does.
How do you know? He's 19.
Well, I don't know.
He could have toys. He could have.
Is he living at home? Is he still living with his parents, or does he live on his own?
I don't know.
There's all these things we need to get to know about Wemby.
But whatever the case is, his room in his parents' house, because at some point he still has one. Like my daughter's room still looks like my daughter's room.
Okay.
Right?
Well, yeah. She have posters on the wall?
She does. Maroon 5.
Well, every woman out there is going, hey, right on. Never, I never got that. I
never got what?
Well, the Maroon 5 guy, what's the name?
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine?
Yes. Apparently, at one point, he was going to be my future son-in-law, so I had to learn a lot about it.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure he was. And you, along with every other.
Yeah.
Even my wife.
Yeah.
Thinks this guy is hot.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't either. I don't understand it.
Actually, we do. We just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, we don't want to admit it.
We don't want to admit it. But Wemby is coming. Next Thursday, we're going to be live out at the Roo Pub. Week from today, getting ready for the draft. They've got the new Wemby burger that they're going to debut that day. A very French-style burger. All that means is they're going to have foie gras on it, black truffle sauce, French onion strings on a Kobe beef patty for $1.
Foie gras.
Foie gras. Isn't that what I said?
No, I'm just saying. I was repeating foie gras.
I have no idea if that's the right way to say it.
So that turns a
foie gras.
Exactly what she said.
Yeah. That turns an American hamburger into a French one.
Well, it adds, a little French flair to it.
Foie gras.
Sure.
Foie gras.
Foie gras.
Well, careful.
It's not faux because that would be fake, right? So it's foie.
Well, I don't know if it's fake duck fat.
Foie gras.
Foie gras.
It could be fake duck
foie
fat.
Gras.
Foie gras.
Foie gras. It's your French lesson of the day, friends.
Foie gras. So, Wemby's coming.
Yes.
Rumor has it he's not going to play in the summer leagues.
Do you care? Should he play in the summer league?
Yes.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Do you want to see Wemby playing in the summer league? You can call or text the Kia Bosses Smoke Meats phone lines. Tweet at Joe Reinagle 210. Tweet at me at Jason Minix. I really don't care if he plays or doesn't play in the summer league. I'd be surprised if he played at all in Sacramento, and in Las Vegas, I'd be surprised if he played in more than one game. Go out there, go practice, go to the events, but I don't necessarily need to see you play right now, knowing you just wrapped up today your French league.
And you're going to go back to France, apparently, and play in the FIBA Cup, right?
Yes.
So, I don't know. Wouldn't it just be kind of cool to see the kid play?
Well, of course.
It's
going to be kind of cool to see him in San Antonio.
Just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes, then you're going to want 40. You're going to get
No,
greedy. You're going to want to see more.
No, because look,
you're going to want extra foie gras.
Foie gras.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that was different.
Foie gras.
Who?
What is that now? That's not a French thing anymore.
I think he just went into a whole different element.
That's a foie gras.
Foie gras.
Foie gras. That's a fly. That's not a foie.
Sounds like something you have to
Foie
pay extra
gras.
for.
Now that's a different person, isn't it?
You just slowed it down.
Oh, I got you.
Foie gras.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same twang to it.
You want twang?
I need
Foie
a little
gras.
twang.
You want twang?
Twang.
Foie gras.
Now, does foie gras add a little twang to a burger?
Gives you a little kick, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It's fat. It just makes the burger better.
Well, fat does that.
Yes. But it's French fat from
It's
a well-fed
foie gras.
French duck.
It's a duck fat.
Yes.
Is that the same as a cow fat? I'd rather have a
Obviously
little cow
not.
fat on it.
It's well, the Kobe beef gives you the cow fat, and then you add the duck fat in there.
A little Crisco. My grandmother used to keep a jar of that on her right by her stove and just plop that down into, and that's what she cooked burgers on. They were delicious.
I know. It's grandma.
Yeah, they were delicious. And here I am.
Foie gras.
We had a lot of that.
Sounds all fancy rich people food, doesn't it?
Foie gras.
We're going to add some duck fat. Dude, they don't put duck fat.
Well, no, because it's not appetizing.
No, but foie gras.
Foie gras sounds fancy.
It does. So it's like
Foie gras.
rich people food. But you can get the Wemby burger at the Roo Pub next Thursday for $1 when
For
we're out
$1.
there. For $1 for the number one pick.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
$1.
Very cool.
You probably have two of them.
You probably could. You could
Foie
probably.
gras.
You feed the family for $5.
How about that?
That's,
How about that?
Well, you can't do that. You can take some to go for the kids.
Good Lord.
I'd like to see Wemby play. I'd like to see him play in a Spurs uniform. That's all. If that makes me a bad guy, I'm a bad guy. I'd like to see him play. I'm just saying, I think he needs to play. A couple of minutes, a few minutes. Why not?
With the draft next Thursday, a lot of rumors about some big-time players that could be on the move. A lot of trade talk leading up to the draft with some big names. We'll dive into the latest rumor mill as we continue here on the Blitz on this Hot Ticket Thursday. Don't forget Colin Yost tickets. They're given away in about 5 minutes. You think about good beef. If you're going to grill up your own, before you fire up that grill, you need to get into Tri-County Meat Market. They're two great locations, especially with Father's Day weekend. Dads want steak, you want steak, you need to get into Tri-County Meat Market. Maybe you're thinking about a nice tomahawk this week, a bone-in ribeye. They've got it for you. You want to do something a little bit different, some beef ribs, some pork ribs, they got that for you. Beef, chicken, pork fajitas, their poppers are fantastic. Maybe tri-tip, picanha, sausage. Their burgers are great, including their brisket burgers. Tri-County has what you need with the quality you expect, and you can always take advantage of their Pick 5 for 25. Tri-County Meat Market always offers a 10% discount for military and first responders. Two great locations on Ralph Fair Road and on Huebner, or online at tricountymmeat.com.
Hot Ticket Thursday just got a little warmer. Beginning Thursday and every Thursday with R&R in the morning and in the afternoons with the Blitz. It's your chance for the hottest tickets at 620, 720, 820, and 920. Then the Blitz have your tickets at 220, 320, 420, and 520. Hot Ticket Thursday just got smoking hot every Thursday with R&R in the morning and afternoons with the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, Jason Minix here for Noble Gold and their website, noblegoldinvestments.com. If you've been thinking of how to secure the value of your assets and grow your wealth, you need to think gold. After the latest bank failures and other economic news that could devalue the dollar, gold is a safe investment to secure your wealth. If you're not sure what to do, that's not a problem. Go to the website, noblegoldinvestments.com. At Noble Gold, they will walk you through everything. They'll even email you their gold and silver investor's guide. Go look at what the price of gold was in 1970 up until today. Go and look at what the price of gold was 10, 15 years ago. A lot of people wish they would have bought back then, either in physical gold or an IRA. Don't wish you did this down the road. Go to the website today, noblegoldinvestments.com. Use promo code STAR for a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin they're offering people that qualify. Mark it down to due today. noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com.
Hey, Joe Calvi here for Mother's Window Tint. You know, I started the company back in 1984. And just recently I went on vacation out to Arizona and I got to rent a car. And let me tell you something. It absolutely was brutal out there in the sun with a car with no window tint. You're going to have window tint in your car if you come to Mother's Window Tint because we've got the best films money can buy. We have films that will stop more heat than any other, and we can prove it. Over 60 films in stock on most days. You're going to be able to do more than just pick light, medium, and dark, but we've got it all. You're going to have a beautiful window tint when we're done with your car, and we sell the greatest alarm systems to help you protect yourself and your family. Car stereos, make your car go thump, 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 mother thump. Mother's Window Tint in Austin and San Antonio. Check out our addresses on the web at motherswindowtint.com, and remember, do it at Mothers and save.
Get yourself a Connecticut water system. I'm a huge fan of Connecticut water softeners. These things are quiet, efficient, reliable, and non-electric. But the best part is you'll save money when you own a Connecticut water softener. And I know living in the hill country, you folks have some serious hard water that can cost you major money in cleaning supplies and wear and tear on your appliances. Plus, Connecticut water softeners are guaranteed to remove more impurities and perform with lower lifetime costs than any other softener on the market. Connecticut is a great choice for folks that are fed up with their old junky water softeners. So for the best water softener in the business and to save money, call Connecticut today.
This is Chris Knipper with Connecticut and San Antonio in the Hill Country. I'll let you try the Connecticut water softener for 90 days, absolutely free. Connecticut is simply the best water softener you can buy, and that's why we say it's the last water softener you'll ever own.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
It's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the hottest gifts for dads and grads. Featuring the Titleist TSR drivers. Elevate your game and hit faster, longer, and straighter with the Titleist TSR drivers. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. There's always gift cards for dads and grads in any amount. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and shop us in store or online at edwinwattsgolfshops.com.
There's never been a better time to get that engagement ring or fine diamond jewelry. Right now at Diamonds Direct, our most exciting offer ever. You can get instant savings up to $5,000 off any purchase or enjoy special financing for up to 5 whole years. Either way, you save big. You can't miss this limited time offer. Design your perfect ring and get our most gorgeous and most flexible financing option. Now through June 30th at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get details, store hours, and more at diamondsdirect.com. Unapproved credit.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
Tired of garage clutter? Garagization can organize your garage with cabinets, shelving, overhead racks, and more. Right now, buy 8 feet of shelving and get 4 feet free. Learn more at GarageOrganizationSanAntonio.com. GarageOrganizationSanAntonio.com.
It's Hot Ticket Thursday. Be the ninth caller at 210-656-ESPN. And you could be on your way. The hottest tickets to the hottest events. Ninth caller wins.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Again, caller number 9 on Hot Ticket Thursday. You're going to win tickets to go see Colin Yost tomorrow night out at the Majestic. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Chase Simmons. Wemby's season over there in France is over. His team loses in the championship round. They were swept. So he's got a free week before he gets to San Antonio for the draft next week. He'll be in Brooklyn next Thursday night and then probably in San Antonio by Friday.
Yeah, and then a big celebration planned on Saturday.
Yes, details TBA.
Yeah.
But when you think about the Summer League, should he play? a question that the Spurs will answer, and I'm sure they're asking them right now. They're asking him, their coaching staff, and if he does, how much? I don't think he plays at all in Sacramento. I think in Las Vegas, if we see him at all, maybe one game. What do you guys think? You want to see him? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. You can call or text the Kielbasa Smoke Meats phone lines. On the text line, 7326 doesn't put a name, but he says, you buy a new car, you want to floor it.
Yes, sir. Get it out there, open it up.
He is a Ferrari, if you will.
Well, supposedly he is, right?
And if I bought a Ferrari, I would drive up to Austin and get on that toll road that kind of opens up.
Open it up.
Let it rip. What do you think? Casey, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
How's it going, guys? Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm pretty relieved that he's not playing in the Summer League. I think he needs to hit the gym a little bit and get those legs a little bit bigger and stronger before he actually, hits the NBA season, because I don't want a repeat of what happened with that OKC kid last year.
All right, well, Casey, let me ask you this question. He's going to play for his country in late August. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, that scares me. That scares me. So far, so good. He's played that whole season, and I haven't heard about any injuries. But like I said, he is a pretty skinny guy. So, I mean, I think everyone in San Antonio would be distraught if anything happened to him.
Absolutely. We would be distraught. And again, though, you can't live in fear, right?
No,
and,
you
and,
can't.
And that's a part of it. The idea of playing for the French national team, I'm not a fan, and I wasn't a fan of it. But when Manu Ginobili talked about that gold medal meaning more to him than the NBA trophies playing for the country, I changed my thought process on playing international ball. It's different here in the United States. I think a lot of our guys do care when it comes to the Olympics. For a lot of these other tournaments, I don't think they care if they're representing their country. But I know in other countries, it means more.
Well, he just played for his country, right?
No.
He's playing for...
No, he was playing in a league in his country.
This is not the Olympics. It's the FIBA World Cup.
Yes.
It's different. I don't know. I mean, you want to play in the NBA or not? I mean, play in the NBA. Isn't that what you're going to be drafted to do?
It is, and that's your full-time job.
It is, and I don't know, man. I get the whole country thing, and I'm as patriotic as anybody. But
in San Antonio, I think we've learned, because of the international presence on the Spurs roster for the last 20 some odd years, that's just a part of life. And it seems like, the international players that have been in San Antonio, I don't know, it's like we're more used to it than, say a franchise that hasn't had a lot of that.
Look, I just think that once he's drafted next Thursday night, he is an employee of the San Antonio Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that needs to be his focus. That needs to be what he concentrates on. That needs to be what he does. I get the whole France thing. I understand it. I get why he'd want to play. And I'm sure Pop's fine with it. But for me, I just don't think he should do it.
The investment that NBA teams make in the players. But again, and again, as a hockey guy, you see it in the with the Olympics and some of the other. Now, they don't shut down for anything but the Olympics. But,
the Olympics. I get that. It's the Olympics. This is not the Olympics. I know it's a big deal, but it's not the Olympics.
And who's to say, while it's on his calendar now and he's committed, if he actually stays to that commitment once he signs his NBA contract and the Spurs say, okay, here's the training regiment that we want you to be on. We need you every morning to go get a couple of breakfast tacos. and then, you stop by a place and you get some chips and queso because we got to fatten you up a little bit and welcome you to San Antonio. Then you're going to the gym 3 times a day. And then here's 8 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that you need to eat.
Daily.
Sure.
All of that is great.
Yep.
I just, I don't know, is Pop will have any control over what happens in the FIBA World Cup. I don't think that he will. So who knows how many minutes? Will he be on a minutes restriction? Will he not be? I mean, look, I don't think he should play there. I get it. I understand the argument for it, but Once he's drafted next Thursday, you're an employee of the NBA and the San Antonio Spurs. That needs to be your focus, 100%.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio sports star. Former NFL star Andrew Sendejo will join us. We'll talk about what he does to try to gain weight when you're a pro athlete, what it's like to be a pro athlete. There's some drama in NFL locker rooms, and a lot of questions about two guys that Andrew played with when he was with the Minnesota Vikings, Stephon Diggs and Dalvin Cook. We'll get some insight from Sendejo when he joins us next here on the Blitz. If you're shopping for a new vehicle, make sure you go see my friends at Ancira Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Truck, part of the Ancira Itonado complex. Very easy for me to tell you about and recommend Ancira because I am a long-time Ancira customer, and it's because of their great customer service before, during, and most importantly, after the sale. That great customer service is why Ancira has been a top family-run dealership in San Antonio for decades. They're going to make sure you're getting the vehicle you want with the options and features that you're looking for. They'll give you great value on your trade-in and the best financing options that are available. And price made Ancira number one. Price keeps Ancira number one. So think Ancira. Ancira Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Truck, part of the Ancira Itonado complex on I-10 West between Wurzbach and Huebner.
Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 50 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Find small business calm at ooma.com/radio. That's OOMA.com/radio.
Sizzling summer savings are happening now at Ashley. Get ready to save on the hottest furniture styles for every room in your home. Upgrade your living room with a new sectional. Create a restful retreat with a new bed. Or elevate your dining room with a new dining set. And to make these sizzling savings even hotter, we offer flexible payment options for every budget. Score savings that are almost too hot to handle. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com to shop and save today.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facility safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Lowe's, we're always bringing pros more ways to save. Right now, buy a Flex stackable tool storage system for just $249. That's $50 in total savings. Plus, earn up to 2 times the bonus points per dollar when you buy select Flex tools. Shop in-store or online for deals you can't beat. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Valid 6/8 to 6/21. While supplies last. U.S. only. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts if any. Valid through 6/30. Subject to change. Lowe's knows the best deals for dad. Hurry to shop our best Father's Day gifts from the brands he loves for less. Keep dad's lawn looking sharp and save $100 on Cobalt's 24-volt self-propelled lawnmower. Plus, get 2 Bonnie 2.32 quart vegetables and herbs for just $10. Shop the final days of Father's Day deals now. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/18. Bonnie in-store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
The Rangers wrap up their 4-game series with the Angels tonight in Arlington. Hi, everybody. This is Matt Hicks inviting you to join Jared Sandler, Mike Beasley, and me. Our coverage of tonight's game begins at 6:30
on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Great Thursday afternoon, talking a lot of NFL football, a lot of different things today that we're trying to figure out. So we figure we'll bring in a pro athlete to answer some of these questions. Andrew Sendejo joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Of course, played at Smithson Valley at Rice in the NFL for a long time, including a good bit of time with the Minnesota Vikings. Andrew, what's your day like, man? You doing all right?
Oh, man, I'm doing great. It's nice and hot outside. But, yeah, it's another beautiful Texas day.
Beautiful Texas day, hot and humid. That's for sure. Andrew, I got to ask you, though, about the drama. You played with both of these guys, been in the locker room with Dalvin Cook and Stephon Diggs. First of all, just what kind of folks are they? What kind of people are they?
They're good guys. Obviously, anytime these offensive players start to create a little drama, obviously everyone's like, oh, typical receiver, blah, blah, blah. But I've been with those guys in the locker room before. They're good dudes. They're team first. Like, they're just like all the rest of the guys. They just want to win. They want to be on a team that values them, puts them in the right place to make plays, and allows them to be the player that they can be within the scheme. So I feel like I have no idea what's going on with Diggs or whatever, but I would say from me personally, my last year, I didn't go to spring ball. I didn't even go through training camp. I showed up week 1 and had about 2 weeks of practice, and I was fine. So after a certain year, you don't really need to go to mini camp. It's kind of a waste.
Well, I mean, that's also called a vet move, right? But when you think about this, the comments that we're hearing out of Buffalo in relation to Diggs, when Josh Allen said it's not football related, and the coach is like, we were talking about we needed to get away. It's not contract because he just signed a new contract last year. What kind of take us inside an NFL locker room? The stuff that none of us really know about when it comes to all the egos in the room.
I would say that that's probably a misconception that there's a lot of egos. I've played on a lot of teams with a lot of, big name players, and even those guys were down to earth, just like normal guys when you're in the locker room, right? Maybe inside their head, maybe inflated, but I would say like in the off season, this time of year is a very relaxed time usually. You have no games, there's no pressure. The schedule during the week is easy. You go to practice 3 times a week. You have some lifts, and then you're out by noon usually every day. So it's a very easy time of the year, which is why a lot of vets don't really go, because it's, they want to be back home with their family, more time to recover, more time with their trainer and their program, because you spend like the 2 months in the off season, then you go to the team. Now you're doing like a whole new training program, and then you start doing football stuff. And so you kind of get away from the weightlifting and the training and stuff, and you start to do more football specific stuff. But, a lot of these guys have been doing it their whole life. You need, a couple of weeks of doing those fine motor skills, and you're just right back on it.
Andrew, you know this better than we do, certainly, but the NFL is a business. What do you make of what's happening with the running back position right now in the NFL?
Oh, man, it's hard to say. I think a lot of teams are just the game is evolving. a lot of people are just going to copy what the most recent Super Bowl winners have been doing, right? So if it's a offense, pass happy type team that goes and wins the whole thing, then a lot of owners want to emulate that. So they bring in staff that emulates that, and they bring in players that do that. And there's not a lot of teams now that have been winning the Super Bowl by ground and pound, running the ball. We know that's solid football, but just from the trends that we've seen, and if all the offenses are doing that, now all the defenses have to keep up, and so it's this cat and mouse game, and it'll eventually kind of evolve to where all these defenses will now be a bunch of cover guys that can't tackle, in the running game, and then teams will start to evolve into running the ball more and just running it down the throat. So it's just a cycle.
It definitely is. Andrew Sendejo joining us here on the Blitz. Now, you talk about stops in the run game. As a safety, you're a hard-hitting safety. You didn't shy away from contact. When you see a defensive back shy away from contact,
Trayvon Diggs,
do you send that guy a text? Do you give that guy crap?
If they're on my team, I will. I would usually say something to them like, "Hey, it's not going to hurt that bad," or like, that's part. I think that's part of playing defense. You have to stop caring about yourself, and you have to stop caring if you're going to be able to get up after the play. But again, like, it's a business, so you don't get a big contract for being a heavy hitter. You get a big contract for getting interceptions. So that's what everyone's modeling their game after. Like, okay, who is the DB that got paid the most? Okay, well, what did he do? He had 6 or 7 interceptions. Okay, well, that's what I need to do to get paid. And so guys start to just copycat that, and they realize that you don't have to be a big hitter. You just have to get the guy on the ground, and you have to get interceptions and turnovers, and that's it.
Andrew, you mentioned that, and you just said there's not a lot of big egos in the locker room like that. It just seems like from a fan standpoint, Jason and I, when we talk about this and you hear reports of guys have to be the highest paid this, or this guy got paid that, so I've got to be paid more than that guy. Do you guys talk about salaries a lot in the NFL locker room, or did you? Was that a topic of conversation?
Well, we all know each other's salaries, so it was a great way to sometimes make fun of each other. If someone was being cheap, we would say like, okay, well, I know how much money you make every week, so or vice versa. If someone was maybe flexing a little too hard, you say like, hey, I know how much money you make. Like, you don't have it like that. So I think a lot of times too, the agents get involved, and your agent is supposed to be the bad guy, right? So the agent is supposed to be the guy that's asking for way more than you probably would ask, because he's incentivized by getting a percent of what you make, right? So a lot of times it comes out in the media like so-and-so wants more money, but it's really the agent that's asking for more money. And a lot of times the player probably agrees with the agent. The point is to maximize your longevity there. I think a lot of the times the players would probably take a little bit less. They're just letting the agent kind of do the work and try to maximize it.
Andrew Sendejo here on the Blitz. So, out of curiosity, when you think about it, most of the guys in the NFL, I mean, nobody's broke, but you have about 10 guys in a locker room that are probably never going to have to work again. Then you got another 10 or 15, if they're smart with their money, they're going to be okay. And then the rest of them are going to have to get jobs when their careers are over. Most don't get 12 years like you did. So when you got the guys that are on that lower half trying to keep up with the guys on the upper half, do you get that a lot? Do you see that a lot? Like everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses. I might make $2 million, but I'm hanging out with a guy making 10, so I have to have what he has.
I think that there's probably a little of that goes on for sure. And I think it might not necessarily be trying to keep up, but it might be just rewarding themselves for finally having the income to get a couple of things that they've always wanted to have, some nice things, whether that's for family, for themselves. But there's probably definitely some guys that they portray themselves as if they have more income than they do, which is interesting to me because all of our salaries were public, so you can only like, I mean, everyone knows how much you make. It's kind of a weird deal, actually.
Well, and we all know what you make, but at the same time, we don't know what your agent's getting and how much you're paying in taxes. What you're making and your take home are so very, very different.
Correct. Yeah, I actually wish that the public salary was something that was also went to like all the Instagram models and everybody else like out there on the internet that flex. I wish that their salaries were also public. But yeah, there's obviously the salary that gets posted on the internet. There's off-field money and endorsements and all the marketing stuff. And then obviously after taxes, then your agent takes home. Like obviously you have to pay to live. You have other expenses. So yeah, a lot of people will see that number and say like, "Oh, you have that much money," but that's not actually the case. You could chop that up quite a bit.
Boy, the NFL, and I know you guys know this, it's such a big business. I mean, it's just huge. It's on top of every other professional sport that there is. There's no question. The money just flows. And you know, when I look at salaries and what you were just talking about, do guys think they're treated fairly? And I know there's a union, but do guys think that they're treated fairly when you see a Roger Goodell making whatever $40-50 million a year or whatever the case may be?
I would say part of it too is the other sports that like baseball, basketball, and their contracts that they get, and the guaranteed salaries and guaranteed contracts, and the health care they get. And so I think a lot of it too is just maximizing what you can get from the NFL as a pro athlete, considering we're the most popular professional sport. But relatively speaking, compared to the other athletes, not getting paid as close to them. Except for, you know, quarterbacks, receivers, a couple of DNs and stuff like that. But I think that's probably why a lot of times guys are trying to get the most that they can out of it, is because we don't have the guaranteed contracts like the other sports, and trying to basically get treated equally like the other sports that get, you know, crazy contracts.
Well, and you look at, you know, we started the conversation a bit ago talking about, say, a Dalvin Cook, or you look at Zeke, scheduled to make this year X, both of them double figures, you know, in the teens, yet get released and, you know, could be 2 to 5 million when you think you were going to make 10. And that's one of the stories right now with Dalvin Cook is, you know, according to the reports, you know, he was scheduled to make 10-4 this year, and he still wants to be in that neighborhood, not in the $5 million neighborhood, wherever he ends up.
Yeah, we always think we are worth more than what we are as an athlete. You know, you'll look around the film, look around the league, and you'll see a guy making that much, and you'll think naturally, like, I'm better than that guy. I should at least make that, if not more. And if you played well, or you think you're playing well, you think you have a vital role in the team, obviously you're going to that amount. And so that is kind of a tough pill to swallow at times when you know, price yourself out of your contract. You're making too much on that backloaded deal. They release you, and now you're sitting there like, okay, I'm going to have to take a major pay cut to just get on a team, because it's tough to get that kind of coin in free agency like that.
All right, I've got to ask you, Andrew, I'm looking at your background there, and I see Braintree. What is Braintree?
Man, so once I, you know, was finishing up playing ball, I just transitioned into making safe and transparent brain health supplements. My very last play of my career got completely knocked out. It was the last play of my NFL career. And then I just shifted into making these products so that players, family, friends, everyone could have products that help to enhance and preserve your cognitive function. While I was playing, we didn't really have many products like that you could take after a concussion to help with those symptoms that we knew were quality products that were safe, didn't have any banned substances. And so part of it was kind of to help ourselves. We were taking these ingredients all separately, so we just put them all together, and we just kind of address these 4 facets of brain health. So our focus, memory, neuroprotection for, you know, after getting concussions and whatnot, gut health, probiotics for the gut-brain connection and how gut health helps prevent degenerative brain disease, and then stress and anxiety relief, and then our sleep aid. And so those are kind of areas that if you can handle all those different areas, you know, with these natural extracts, you give your brain kind of the nutrients it needs to give your brain the best chance to optimize at a high level. And obviously, after years of getting hit in the head, since middle school, I've just been headbutting people. So it's something I take serious now, trying to preserve what I have left and improve it what I can. And just even, seeing my mom and dad get older, trying to help them out and really just give affordable quality products that people can have better access to better brain health.
Andrew Sendejo joining us here on the Blitz. And you went to Rice, so you got to be smart to go to Rice. So you and some of your friends from Rice and a neurologist, all kind of Rice connected. And you mentioned you took all the different things the NFL was giving you, but you put it into one. I've been taking your sleep aid. We were talking about this Super Bowl in Phoenix, and I've had issues sleeping for a long time. Your product, I tried it because we're friends, right? So I'll support you. But most sleep aids, I wake up groggy. I feel like crap. I don't with yours. What is different about yours than most other sleep aids out there?
I would say a lot of them probably have something in it that's more sedative that will last too long in your system, whereas ours is we have a tart cherry extract, which helps you release your natural melatonin, lemon balm extract, lavender extract, and then we have the proper dose of melatonin. A lot of melatonin supplements are way overdosed, and so that can affect that. But like I said, we have a neurologist on our medical consulting team that helps us formulate everything backed by studies. So we just took all the ingredients that were backed by clinical studies and used the right ratios and made these formulas that we are very proud of, and we know that they work. And we've had great reviews like yours. And I know I take them. I've been taking them for years, just separately. I just finally put them all together. I mean, at some points, I feel like I was just selfishly making it for myself, but I knew they worked and I knew that they were quality. So I'm just trying to help.
Trying to help, and that's what you're doing. BraintreeNutrition.com is the website. Trust me, that sleep aid is phenomenal. Andrew Sendejo, I can't believe you're actually done playing, right?
Yeah.
Phone rings. Are you phone? Somebody calls you and says, "Show up for camp."
No, I've already. I think last season I already filed for all my retirement, disability, all this stuff. So there's no coming back once you do that. I don't think I could. I think I would probably pull my hamstring in the first play. I would get one play in, and I would just go as hard as I could, and I would probably pull multiple muscles, and then I'd be done. So I wouldn't be worth it.
It sucks. I look at you. You're still in better shape than most of the people that are listening right now.
Absolutely.
It's insane. But I still can't believe you're 35 now?
35, yeah.
They grow up so fast.
Dude, I've called his game since he was in high school.
I know.
I'm not that old.
Yeah, you are, actually.
Shut up, Joe.
Yeah, you are.
Andrew, appreciate you, man. Good luck.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Andrew Sendejo. Again, the website, BraintreeNutrition.com. Andrew, like all guests, joining us on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Buyers Barricades provides traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. They are online at buyersbarricades.com. Wemby playing, there's so much NBA rumor mill out there, including a big rumor involving the San Antonio Spurs. We'll dive into that as we continue here on the Blitz. If you're a business owner, a manager, a club leader, and you need your logo on any kind of gear, get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro. You want your logo on a nice golf shirt, a fishing shirt, a dress shirt, Sam will get you taken care of. You need caps? Sam has over 12,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom, including the popular Richardson 112 style trucker caps. If you need t-shirts, screen printed, go see Sam. Uniforms, he has over 700 uniform lines to choose from. Sammy's Embroidery and Printing. Nobody has better prices. Sam has all the big name brands and is the only company in Texas with one-day turnaround. No order too small, certainly no order too big, and all items do come with a warranty. Call 210-824-3900, 824-3900, or better yet, go by that massive showroom down on San Pedro. It's 1 mile inside Loop 410, next to Big Lots across from McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
It's R&R in the morning, tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, we play host to RJ Ochoa, blogging the boys out at 7:30. Pat Beverly has lost his damn mind.
We're just 6 days away from the NBA draft. What's going to happen between now and then? And, of course, it's a Father's Day Friday. We want your favorite dad jokes, and we'll distribute our fatherly advice. The party starts at 6.
R&R in the morning, tomorrow at 6 on 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So, you've got an oil change coming up. Consider STP Conventional to save on motor oil for your everyday vehicle. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP oil filter for only $26.99. Get the complete job done at the right price at any of our 6,200 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Imagine you're looking at a balancing scale with everything you do for other people on one side and everything you do for yourself on the other side. If it isn't balanced, maybe it's time to spend a little more time on you. And therapy is a great place to start. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist online who can help you find that balance and stick to it. Visit betterhelp.com/score to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/score.
Gravely momentous savings event is going on at Bill's Tractor. Get up to $1,000 off select Gravely zero-turn mowers. Bill's Tractor is offering 0% financing for approved buyers with payments starting at only $104 a month. Gravely mowers are designed for exceptional comfort and built for dependability. Don't miss the Gravely momentous savings event at Bill's Tractor and save up to $1,000 on the new Gravely zero-turn mower. Test drive a Gravely mower today or visit BillsTractor.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Guys, stop what you're doing. Give me a few seconds of your time and let me give you a piece of advice that will change your love life forever. Have you noticed you've been losing a little pep in your step? Has your lady friend asked you, is everything okay? Do you find yourself having trouble rising for the occasion? Do you stress out before that special moment and wonder, is it gonna work? Guys, I'm going to let you in on a big secret. You don't ever have to worry again. The Mojo Male Enhancement Formula has you covered. Mojo is the 100% guaranteed male enhancement formula that guarantees lasting success, if you know what I mean. The Mojo Male Enhancement Formula is safe, natural, and effective every single time, guaranteed. Mojo is available in a quick action capsule. Do yourself and her a favor and call Pure Line Nutrition in San Antonio today. They'll get you set up for success. Call 210-494-2210. That number again is 210-494-2210. Mojo Male Enhancement, only available at Pure Line Nutrition.
Hi, Jason Minix here for Noble Gold and their website, noblegoldinvestments.com. If you've been thinking of how to secure the value of your assets and grow your wealth, you need to think gold. After the latest bank failures and other economic news that could devalue the dollar, gold is a safe investment to secure your wealth. If you're not sure what to do, that's not a problem. Go to the website, noblegoldinvestments.com. At Noble Gold, they will walk you through everything. They'll even email you their gold and silver investors guide. Go look at what the price of gold was in 1970 up until today. Go and look at what the price of gold was 10, 15 years ago. A lot of people wish they would have bought back then, either in physical gold or an IRA. Don't wish you did this down the road. Go to the website today, noblegoldinvestments.com. Use promo code STAR for a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin they're offering people that qualify. Mark it down to due today. noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com.
This is Rudy J, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Appreciate you, Rudy J. Make sure you listen to R&R in the morning. every morning, 6 to 10. Rob and Rudy. It is the Blitz. He's Joe. I'm Jason.
Howdy.
An anniversary of sorts. On this day in 2003 and on this day in 2014, the Spurs won their second and fifth NBA titles.
Wow. I remember when we used to play basketball in June. That was nice. That was fun. The good old days.
They were the good old days.
They were.
You know, as I'm looking, the Spurs tweeted out 5 hours ago, June 15th is unforgettable. Then they got a trophy emoji. They should have put 2.
Yeah.
Right? Because they were celebrating 2 titles, 2003 and 14.
Yeah.
You look at the 2003, and I'm no math whiz, but that was 20 years ago.
Man, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? And so the photo, you know, you've got David holding the trophy, and then, you know, with his arm around a very young French guard. But I'm looking at that. So was it 20 years ago that David Robinson played his last game?
20 years ago.
Holy,
is that nuts?
Yo, Chalk and Andrus and Aho feeling old.
Wow.
Does that not make you feel a little bit old?
It really does. It really does. That was fun. It was in New Jersey, the Nets.
Yeah,
That's
but we
what they were
won.
called
But
then.
we won here. We clinched the title in this building. That's when I learned that champagne burns your eyes.
I just remember Penny Marshall in New Jersey.
Penny Marshall?
Penny Marshall. Big Spurs fan.
Uh-huh. Really?
And Jewel sang the national anthem at one of those games.
Really?
And that was kind of cool.
Yeah, looking at this photo, Manu sitting at the end like, this is cool. And I know they won it here because, 1, I remember it, but 2, this was on the Spurs floor because the logo right there in the picture and the confetti. Yeah. That was good stuff.
Yeah. Nice.
Kevin Willis, Bruce Bowen.
Wow.
I mean, look at
Kevin
that.
Willis. That's right.
Dude,
Gee whiz.
his arms are still massive.
Wow.
So, yeah.
The good old days.
20 years ago, David Robinson walked off the floor as a champion.
So the last championship was 9 years ago now.
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
I haven't checked my Facebook memories, but yeah.
Wow. 9 years ago. That's a long time.
Yeah, but Wemby next Thursday, baby. We get parades in our future. Yeah, I mean, you could see the future next Thursday put on a Spurs cap.
Foie gras.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville, your home for the Blitz with Jason and Joe on YouTube and always at sasportsstar.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, speaking of the future, he's going to get a little more time to rest. Of course, I'm talking about Victor Wembanyama. His team lost in the French League Finals today. Monaco, in fact, completed the sweep. They win 92-85. Wemby scores 22 points today, 7 boards and 4 blocks. Greg Popovich about to get paid and be the highest paid coach in the NBA again. 3-year deal, $14 million per year.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix on a great Thursday afternoon. Hour left in the Blitz. Then it's extra innings with Pledger. 6 until 6:30 today.
Rangers baseball. The Rangers win yesterday, Fledge.
Yeah.
So they snapped that 3-game skid.
See the Astros win last night?
I didn't.
Dude, they had a 4-1 lead. Then it was 4-4. Then they won the thing.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a good Astros game last night.
Oh,
because it's that time of year where you know the NBA is done, the Stanley Cup is done, you got baseball on, and I need new shows to watch on the various services because everything that we were watching, we've completed. And so now I need new shows. I need show recommendations. Reinagel says he doesn't, but he does. At Joe Reinagel 210. You can tweet at me at Jason Minix.
I just kind of scroll and you see something, you watch it. And
well, so I've got a bad habit. So I don't want to call it a bad habit, but when I'm scrolling, and if I'm like last night, we finished The Last Thing He Said or something like that on Apple, which actually was pretty good.
It sounds riveting.
No, it was because
the last thing he said. Who's he?
Well, so he had a whole fake life. Had a new wife and his daughter, and went to work. Tech guy. FBI raids the place, and he disappears off the face of the earth. So now she's trying to find out what happened to her husband, and turns out her husband's name is different. And there's a whole nother side.
All right.
And then turns out he was like in witness protection because from some of the other stuff they did in his so yeah, it was good.
Okay.
It was good. And the episodes were all about 35, 38 minutes, something like that. Breeze right through. But when I'm looking through whether it's the Apple recommendations or the Prime recommendations or the Netflix, which are the three that I know that I have, I look at them and they're like, season 4. Nope. I'm not starting from season 1.
You don't want to do that
on something that I haven't seen.
Oh, you don't want to go all the way back to 1 and catch up to 4?
Well, that's it. I generally, if it's more than 2 seasons, I generally move on if I have not heard about it. If somebody says, hey, this is great, like Reinagel, you really need to go watch Ted Lasso. I think you would really enjoy
probably
Ted Lasso.
Sure.
But you just don't care.
Well, it's not that. It's just that I don't have, I don't want to say the time. I've got time, but I mean, I want to sit there and watch 4 or 5 episodes of something. I've done that before.
Sure.
And there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you're into. But I'm just saying.
Well, you don't have to watch 4 or 5 every night.
Well,
you could watch 1 or 2. You could watch 1.
If it's good, you want to do that.
Well, but if it's good and it sucks you in, it's like
The Night Agent.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we got sucked into that, and it was like, man, this is great. I don't know. I mean, everybody that I've talked to says Ted Lasso is the greatest thing ever. And I just like, okay.
You don't like nice things?
Apparently not. Apparently not.
You would like Ted Lasso. More importantly, Maggie would
think
love
so?
Ted Lasso.
Now, what service is that on?
Apple.
I
Apple.
don't know if I have Apple.
Well, then get it.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's
you
$10
pay for it?
No, it's $10.
Oh, that's all.
I'm sure you have Apple. I'm sure you have Apple.
I might. I don't know.
Does Apple come with?
I don't think so.
I think Apple.
I don't think I have Apple.
Wow.
I've got Hulu and Prime and Netflix.
Well, Hulu, ESPN, and there was something else that came with that. Was that Apple? Oh, no, it was Disney.
I don't know.
I don't either. Just get Apple. I would say just sign up for the free trial and be done, but I don't. I know you wouldn't finish Ted
How many
Lasso.
seasons are there?
3, and they closed it at 3. Or maybe 4. I don't know.
Well, going foundation, you wouldn't even start that. Too many seasons to catch up on.
Unless somebody tells me it's great.
Oh,
that was the example.
Well, see, I appreciate recommendations, but I've gotten recommendations before and I start watching and it sucks.
Well, that's true. That's why I need multiple. I don't want to go with just one and say, all right, that's what I'm going to watch. Because, like Pledge recommends stuff all the time and it's a whole bunch of crap I don't give a damn about and I'm not going to watch it.
Is that like some Superman or The Flash or somebody like that?
Some anime, K-pop things. I don't know. I don't even know what that means, what I just said, but it's there.
Sounded good.
Rob Thompson gives you a recommendation.
Yeah.
And chances are it's going to be pretty good because that is a professional TV watcher. Rob told me about the one that we just finished watching.
Oh, all right.
And so we started watching. It was really good. Rob's also given me some, and I'm going, what the hell was Rob thinking?
Yeah.
But generally speaking, if Rob Thompson gives you a recommendation, it's going to be good. Rudy, he gives you a recommendation, and it could go either way.
Now, I'm just wondering, do you call them? I don't ever see those guys.
No, I listen to their show, and they talk about what they're watching.
Every time I've listened to their show, they don't talk about what they're watching.
They sometimes do. I would not have known about P-Valley if it wasn't for Rudy J.
Well, there you go. That
Now, I say that. Rob did tell me, I don't know where we are drinking somewhere, and he was like, "Dude, you got to watch this show. It's good." So I did. Although I couldn't remember what it was, and Joanna had to text Kelly and ask him, and then, we figured it out. But Rob is a professional TV watcher. He will give you a good recommendation.
All right. Well, I'll have to text Rob because they don't talk about it on the show.
Mario, you're on the Blitz. What kind of TV recommendations do you have?
So I got two shows that are on Disney Plus if you have it. One is the Benedict Society, and then the other one is Sulphur Springs on Disney Plus as well.
Sulphur Springs, and what was the other one?
The Benedict Society.
Okay. Now, what type of shows are these, Mario? Seriously.
Sulphur Springs is like a kind of a sci-fi-ish, a kid sci-fi-ish type thing.
Okay.
All right. See, I'm out on that.
I like sci-fi.
The Benedict Society is it's based off of the books that are like young adult books. It's hard to explain, but it was pretty good.
All right. Pretty good.
All right, Mario, thank you.
Appreciate the phone call. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. This 210 scene on Twitter says, must see at this full Hulu. Funny as hell. Spoof on gang life in LA.
Okay.
All right. That's a good recommendation.
Sure.
Got another one for Night Agent, but we've seen that. Both Joe and I have actually seen Night Agent, which is surprising.
And I hear it's they might do a second season.
The Barbecue Showdown on Netflix. I've watched some of that. The Righteous Gemstone.
Huh.
What service is the Righteous Gemstone? Those coming in on the text line.
Don't know.
I do know we've got Dave Chappelle tickets to give away in about 10 minutes as a part of Hot Ticket Thursday, which 20 after the hour during the local shows every Thursday this summer, you'll have your chance to win. It's also time for the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
There are reports out there that Greg Popovich is about to sign a 3-year contract that will pay him $14 million per year, and he'll have the option at the end of each year if he wants to continue.
Right. So it's 3 one-year contracts, basically.
Well, so the question is, this makes him, or would make him, again, the highest paid coach in the league. Monty Williams just signed a deal that makes him the highest paid coach. And I don't know that the Pop called Peter J. Holt and say, we can't have that. We need to redo my deal.
Well, Pop's doesn't have anything. His contract's up. So he's like a free agent right now if he wanted to be.
We know, I don't even know if the guy actually needs a contract. And I say this as respectfully as I can, but doesn't it seem a little odd that Greg Popovich has a kicker in his contract that always makes him the highest paid coach? If in fact that is true, and that is what the reports are suggesting or saying, that, he's the highest paid coach and will always be the highest paid coach based on his contract.
I'd say he has a pretty good agent. If that was a kicker in years ago, and that's always the way it is. I don't know if that's the way it is or not, but Pop, he needs it
for a guy who's, let's see. One of the parts of being a Spur and the Spurs way and the Spurs culture is check your ego at the door. We have heard Pop say that multiple times throughout the year.
We have.
The only reason you have a kicker in your contract that requires you to be the highest paid coach in the league is because of your ego. I just find it interesting that is still a part of Greg Popovich's agreement with the San Antonio Spurs.
I want some nasty.
as often as, we hear press conferences, especially when he's talking about things going on in our country or in the world, and he talks about, look, I'm a rich white guy. I'm all those different things that we've heard him talk about. That, and then to have that as a part of his deal just seems odd. Does he deserve it? Sure, and go make all the money you can make. And at his age, I'm sure his kids are saying, yeah, Dad,
as long as I'm in the will,
continue to do that. I just find it interesting that the only reason why anybody ever wants to be the highest paid is because their ego says that has to happen.
That's exactly right, and that's true. Now, but you got to look. You got to compare apples to apples, right? I mean, nothing against Monty Williams. He got a big contract.
Yeah,
he hasn't won anything.
No.
Pop, last time I checked, he's got 5 rings.
On this day, he has celebrated 2 titles.
So I mean, in that respect, I think he deserves to be the highest paid coach. And I don't know this for a fact, but my gut tells me that this contract has been there for years, and that's just the way it goes, and that's just how they do it. And Pop, that kicks in. It's time for a new contract. Boom.
And again, does he call RC and say, look, man, you want me to get out of bed every morning and roll over to the gym? You got to make it worth my while. 14 million.
Yeah, I think so. Well, didn't Pop just dress up that Southtown condo?
Yeah.
I mean, So I mean,
now he's got farther to drive, and with gas prices, I mean, he needs the extra cash.
Gas prices. He's probably still paying the contractors. I mean, all kinds of stuff he's got to do.
It's funny. It's just, and again, he's the GOAT, but check your ego at the door after you make me the highest paid.
Well, so, and look,
I know
Pop's he doesn't have an ego. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Say, here, you know what? I'm checking my ego. Here's $7 million back.
No, I mean, but 10 million was fine. I was getting by okay on 10 million.
He was doing okay?
I was getting,
No, it's a big condo in Southtown.
Why don't we take that extra 4 million and all these extra staffers that we've hired? Let's give those guys a little bit more money.
Wow. If you're Pop, you say, give me the 14 and still give these guys more money.
Wemby's coming. They've sold a boatload of season tickets. Yeah, they should be doing that.
Oh, they're going to be just fine.
I think so. You know who's not just fine?
Who?
And he hasn't been for a long time.
Who's that?
Antonio Brown.
Well, yeah, he's
the latest on Antonio Brown. He remember he was buying in the Arena League, one of the Arena Leagues, the NAL. Is that the same league that the San Antonio Gunslingers are in, the NAL?
Oh, wow.
He was buying the Albany Empire.
Okay.
Now, the Albany Empire is I don't know, they've been a part of the old Arena League, and then, that franchise has been around for a long time. Well, apparently he was buying in, but he's been kicked out.
Wow. That's another day that ends in Y.
Well, and not only has he been kicked out, the whole Albany Empire, they've been kicked out of the NAL. According to ESPN, he either failed to pay either a required fee or a fine he received after recent public comments, and they just finally said, yeah, you're done.
Well, but he'll surface somewhere else.
He will, but you know what? The players on the Albany Empire, sucks for them.
Oh, it does.
Can you look at the Gunslinger schedule, James Pledger, and tell me when the Albany Empire are coming to San Antonio, or were they already here? Because I know this weekend, Saturday night at 6, they're taking on the West Texas Warbirds.
So they've already been here. They were here back in April. Oh, they're coming again? Oh, there it is. June 24th, Saturday night.
So that's next week.
Yeah, so does that mean that game's canceled?
I don't know. Maybe. Does San Antonio have a road trip to Albany? I bet you those boys are glad they don't have that trip now.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what you're pointing at, Pledge.
They already
their
went.
First game was
they
against
already
Albany.
went.
Yeah. So that's interesting. But yeah, Antonio Brown has gotten his entire team kicked out of a league.
Wow, that's crazy. Just pay the fine, Antonio. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. John McClain, the general, will join us coming up at 5:30. Dave Chappelle tickets coming up for Hot Ticket Thursday. Stay tuned for your chance to win. First, though, let me tell you about Braintree Nutrition and the website BraintreeNutrition.com. For years, you've probably heard me talk about insomnia, trouble sleeping. Over the years, I've tried a variety of sleep aids that just don't work, or they make you sleep, but when you wake up, you feel like crap. You feel groggy. I tried the sleep aid from BraintreeNutrition.com. It's called Restore, because partly the company is founded by a friend of mine, Andrew Sandé, who played at Rice and in the NFL for a dozen years. He and some Rice buddies and a doctor, including a neurologist, developed these lines of products. And I can tell you, this sleep aid is incredible. Not only am I sleeping well and through the night, but I wake up feeling great. I haven't slept this consistently in years. Go to BrainTreeNutrition.com. They have 4 different lines that will help your overall brain health. I've been using Restore, which obviously helps with sleep, and Think, which helps with focus. You can learn more at their website at BrainTreeNutrition.com. BrainTreeNutrition.com.
Hot Ticket Thursday just got a little warmer. Beginning Thursday and every Thursday with R&R in the morning and in the afternoons with the Blitz. It's your chance for the hottest tickets at 620, 720, 820, and 920. Then the Blitz have your tickets at 220, 320, 420, and 520. Hot Ticket Thursday just got smoking hot every Thursday with R&R in the morning and afternoons with the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches to update his look. Give love, give style. Now at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Wendy's Strawberry Frosty is back for the summer. Because if it's summertime, it's Frosty time. Beach time, Frosty time. Tea time, Frosty time. Me time, Frosty time. Treat yourself to Wendy's Strawberry Frosty this summer and make time for Frosty time. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Now open till midnight or later.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary.
Hey, Joe Calvi here for Mother's Window Tint. You know, I started the company back in 1984. And just recently I went on vacation out to Arizona and I got to rent a car. And let me tell you something. It absolutely was brutal out there in the sun with a car with no window tint. You're going to have window tint in your car if you come to Mother's Window Tint because we've got the best films money can buy. We have films that will stop more heat than any other, and we can prove it. Over 60 films in stock on most days. You're going to be able to do more than just pick light, medium, and dark, but we've got it all. You're going to have a beautiful window tint when we're done with your car, and we sell the greatest alarm systems to help you protect yourself and your family. Car stereos, make your car go thump, 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 mother thump. Mother's Window Tint in Austin and San Antonio. Check out our addresses on the web at motherswindowtint.com, and remember, do it at Mothers and save.
Get the last water softener you'll ever own and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656 Pure Kinetico.
Visit KineticoSA.com.
It can happen in an instant. A car accident can change your life forever. From serious injuries to mounting medical bills to battling insurance companies. Accidents make life harder than it should be. If you've been in an accident, George Salinas Injury Lawyers are here for you. They're local, experienced, and ready to fight for results that make a difference. If you've been injured, don't call just any lawyer. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit georgesalinas.com.
George gets justice. When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is, but the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
There's no better way to cool down than with this cool deal. Get a medium frozen Coke, frozen Dr. Pepper, or frozen Fanta for just $1.79. Prices at participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Anytime we get together, we never know if it's gonna be the time that will make the memory that we never forget.
One Night with Dave Chappelle, live in concert, July 12th, AT&T Center. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Subscribe to Chappelle's podcast, The Midnight Miracle on Luminary, to get info and special ticket access to select venues.
It's Hot Ticket Thursday. Be the ninth caller at 210-656-ESPN. And you could be on your way. The hottest tickets to the hottest events. Ninth caller wins.
If you do that to this people. Come on, Pledge.
I don't blame him. You got to wait for the command.
You know, here's the thing. Hot Ticket Thursday. So at 20-ish after the hour. The ish is for you, Spence. We've got prizes we're giving away. Like right now, caller number 9, according to Big Voice Guy, you get Dave Chappelle tickets.
Yeah,
210-656-ESPN. So right during the break, the phones were ringing because we tell people at 5:20 we're going to give away Dave Chappelle tickets. So these people, they're trying to get in early. And so Pledge just like...
Or actually right on time.
Yeah, they're on time.
They're on
We're
time.
not.
We're
right?
not.
Boss walks in and says, "What are you guys, the morning show breaking at 20 after?" So Pledge just blocks every line. And then so it was, I don't know how you turn them on and off or what you get on the other end when he does that. But if they're calling early, they're not going to win anyway.
Right.
I mean, honestly, because
it's caller number 9.
Because it's caller number 9. So you might be 1, 2, or 3, but that makes you not a winner.
That does.
But Pledge with his flex, I'll just block all these lines. These people are calling early.
Well, he's got the power in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to his head. Pledge and the power.
For the people that, walked into their bar, their house at 4:30 and aren't listening right now, they just know at 5:20 they should start calling for their chance to win.
They should
I think
show.
that's it. That's what Pledge is doing. He's making sure that people call when they actually hear. But it's like, you're at the door, you're waiting for the bar to open at 11. You can see the key is in there and they walk over and then you're the first one in. He likes that. It takes him back to his Target days.
Are you?
I'm just
going
to open the doors.
I mean,
that I've been the first one in a bar.
Yeah,
sure. All right. Sometimes we'll get there early enough and help them set up.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. As long as they pour you a beer first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not a draft guy, though. So I say pour you a beer. You're not doing that.
No, but I'll take a nice bottle of beer and pour it in a frosty mug.
See, I like draft beer.
Draft beer gives me a headache.
See, I don't understand that.
Well,
it just tastes better.
I've asked beer guys, although, man, I drink nothing but draft beer for the most part in the Bahamas, and I was just fine.
You had no headache.
But there's something about the oxygen in those lines that gives people headache. It's a very common thing. For a lot of people out there. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Renee, the beer guy, when I was telling him, man, I don't like draft, it gives me a headache. Oh, here's why. And he went into this whole thing. All right, cool. I'm not alone.
Hey, I love draft beer. I prefer it.
Speaking of nothing, but it just got delivered to my house.
What?
I forget what it's called. The fly gun that you told me to buy.
Oh, the bug assault.
The bug assault.
You ordered one.
I ordered one.
See that?
I ordered one.
See, that's going to be one of the best things you've ever purchased.
The Amazon guy was just at the house.
Yeah. Do you have some salt?
I'm sure.
I mean, it's not the one you grind either. You can't do that. It's got to be the one with the girl
Morton's.
with the
the umbrella.
The umbrella.
Yeah.
It's perfect. You fill that up and flies beware.
I know my alarm system, just somebody rang the doorbell and I looked it up and it's It's the only thing that I know of that we've ordered from Amazon, and it was supposed to be delivered today. So I'm guessing my bug assault. So my nightly entertainment has just changed.
So you just need to go put a piece of raw meat on your porch.
Why would I do that?
It draws flies. And just start pounding away. Just go to town. Boom. You're going to be looking for flies everywhere now. I'm telling you that it's addictive. I wish I could shoot mosquitoes with them. And I guess you can, but those little suckers are slippery. Bugs, flies will
But the bug assault
will actually sit there for you.
And then you just
boom, in your sights and chow. Yeah. Dude, you're going to have a blast.
I can't wait.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Your Thursday night's planned.
I just got to go around the neighborhood looking for flies.
Hey, I'd start in your house, make sure there's nothing flying around your house.
It's
then you go outside on your patio.
By the grill sometimes.
Yeah.
It's weird. Sometimes I get a lot of flies by the grill. Sometimes there's none.
Well, you'll be looking for them now.
I will.
Oh, it's a blast. Dude.
So when we were in the Bahamas, there was a dude with the bug assault.
He had a bug assault there.
He took it on vacation with him.
Wow. I'm surprised that they let him take that thing.
I mean, it's a toy gun.
I get it, but it looks real enough.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, but if he
on an X-ray machine going through there, it would look like a.
You're not checking. You're not carrying on going to the Bahamas.
I'm not carrying it on the plane. It's in the luggage.
Well,
they still
I'm
X-ray that.
Sure, they opened it up and checked it out.
Okay, all right.
But I saw a guy in the Bahamas with his bug assault.
Cool.
And I said, "That's what Joe was talking about."
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Ordered one.
Good for you.
Yep. Thanks.
Welcome to the club.
I can't wait to try it out.
Yeah. And my son-in-law turned me on to it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was a couple of years ago. He had it at his house when we visited, and it was like, this is the greatest thing ever. So we ordered it before we left there. It was there when we got home.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice. And you use it daily?
Daily. Yes.
On San Antonio Sports Stars YouTube page, which you can subscribe to and comment. It's Ray says, I'm getting one. You should call the bug assault people.
Yeah, I should. Somebody should sell that. It's like
Lloyd D says, did you get the midnight version? I don't even know what that means.
The midnight
There's
version.
a midnight version?
Dude, you have to explain
What does that mean?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, will I use it at midnight if I'm up? Sure.
Does it have a laser?
Ooh. It comes with lasers?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, mine's 2 years old. Has the technology increased?
Oh, I'm sure. Hang on, let me pull up my Amazon account. I'll tell you what I ordered. I don't think it was the midnight version. I ordered. Oh, Pledge has found it. How does Pledge find things so fast?
I don't know. He's good. Is this a midnight version? The Black Fly edition.
Oh, really?
Holy cow. You may have to send yours back and order another one.
See, that's so I've got the 3.0, but I didn't get the Black Fly edition. What's the difference? Oh, so you went straight to the Bug Assault website. I'm on Amazon.
Yeah, see, that's where we got ours too.
Mine is yellow and black.
Mine's perfectly fine though. I don't need an upgrade. It destroys flies.
I think you need an upgrade.
No, not yet.
I've got the Bug Assault 3.0 yellow.
I don't know what,
and it's normally $39, but it's on sale. Save 20%.
Maybe I'm a 2.0 then. I don't know. But it's kind of like upgrading your phone. You know, you find that, well, this one, I'll upgrade to this phone because it takes better pictures. And you get it, and it's the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm. See, about this item, updated with new rapid-fire cross-bolt safety.
Oh, wow.
Improved engineering on trigger mechanism. Very light. Be careful. Keep away from children and pets.
Yes.
Because you don't want your dog to pick up your Bug Assault and start shooting flies.
Well, you don't want to hit your dog by accident.
Mm-hmm.
Or your wife.
It actually says here, far better than the one Joe Reinagle bought.
I'm sure it is. Dude, I have a blast, especially on the weekends.
It says lethal edition?
Lethal edition.
Well, it kills flies.
Well, yeah.
features the bells and whistles requested by our most hardcore hunters.
Bells and whistles on a bug assault. What does that mean? You got AM, FM?
Exactly what it sounds like.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's got the partridge sight, not to be confused with the bird. The sight is named after a famous rifleman partridge.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm jealous. You got the partridge version.
Now you're going to get a new one.
I may have to now.
Mm-hmm. Although mine is black and yellow, and the black fly edition is black and orange.
I don't know
the
what
3.0.
that means. Look at the reviews. 5-star at 4,500 people. How can you give it a bad review? You can't. You'll see.
I can't wait to get home now.
You're going to come in here tomorrow and you're going to tell us all about your bug assault adventure.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. The bug assault has arrived. You know, the next package that I'm waiting to show up at the house is my gold that I bought from noblegoldinvestments.com, their website. If you're looking to secure the value of your assets and grow your wealth, you need to think gold. Noblegoldinvestments.com is the website. You think about all the economic news that is out there. Gold is a safe investment to secure your wealth, especially if you're looking long term. I didn't know how to buy gold until I went to noblegoldinvestments.com. I was talking with my financial advisor about different things, asked about gold. He told me, went to the website, noblegoldinvestment.com. They emailed their gold and silver investors guide. Then I called. They walk you through the entire process. Very customer service friendly, white glove approach, step by step by step. And when you look at the long-term trends on gold, it will blow you away. Just go back to 1970. It was about $35 an ounce for gold. You look at what the price of gold was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Don't wish you did this down the road. Take the time today to go to the website, noblegoldinvestments.com. You're welcome to use promo code STAR for a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin they're offering people that qualify. Noblegoldinvestments.com. Go to the website today, noblegoldinvestments.com.
Attention business owners. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent. Imagine owning your own building and saving thousands every year. Sound impossible? Not if you use General Steel. General Steel can help you save thousands by owning your own custom-designed building. Just call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to see how much money you can save with General Steel. Our buildings come with a 50-year warranty, and thousands of companies, from Fortune 500 corporations to startups, have trusted the General with their building needs.
If you need to expand or start a new business, you really need General Steel.
I'm very impressed with General Steel. Everyone's been extremely helpful. I'd recommend General Steel to anyone looking to build a steel building.
Stop wasting money on rent. Call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to find out about all our popular quick construction kits, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building. Just call 888-747-8335 now. That's 888-74-STEEL.
Lowe's knows the best deals for dad. Hurry to shop our best Father's Day gifts from the brands he loves for less. Keep dad's lawn looking sharp and save $100 on Cobalt's 24-volt self-propelled lawnmower. Plus, get 2 Bonnie 2.32 quart vegetables and herbs for just $10. Shop the final days of Father's Day deals now. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/18. Bonnie in-store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you, with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This far into rush hour traffic, most people would have rage accelerated at least once. But not you, Lacey No Hard Accelerations Ever Johnson, because you are a safe driver. And like most drivers who sign up for Snapshot from Progressive, which customizes your rate for how and how much you drive, you could earn a discount for your good driving. So if your hula dancing dashboard doll thinks you're going to hard accelerate because you're running late, then your hula dancing dashboard doll doesn't know. Lacey No Hard Accelerations Ever Johnson. Sign up for Snapshot today. Progressive Casualty.
I've got nowhere else to go.
Hey guys, this is Keenan Thompson. I have a problem with you. Yes, you.
None of y'all told me that Auto Trader has millions of new and used cars that I can shop from home. I thought we were friends. I put smiles on your face, but I'm not smiling. No one told me that with Auto Trader, a dealer can deliver cars to my home or that I could shop by price on Auto Trader. No one. Consider this friendship that you just learned we had officially over. Finally, it's easy. Auto Trader.
O'Reilly. Win the battle against rust and corrosion with PB Blaster at O'Reilly Auto Parts. PB Blaster quickly busts loose rusted, corroded, or frozen parts. PB Blaster is great for everything from bolts to frozen locks. Right now, pick up an 11-ounce bottle of PB Blaster for just $6.99, plus get 2 times O Rewards points. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's a right way and a wrong way to fight off mosquitoes. Karate chopping the air, in a public place, in front of your kids and their friends, Mom, is the wrong way. Using STEM mosquito repellent is the right way. STEM effectively repels mosquitoes by harnessing active ingredients found in plants like lemongrass and peppermint, making it safe for use as directed around people and pets. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science, and embarrassment-free.
The Rangers wrap up their 4-game series with the Angels tonight in Arlington. Hi, everybody. This is Matt Hicks inviting you to join Jared Sandler, Mike Peasley, and me. Our coverage of tonight's game begins at 6:30.
On 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Every Thursday about this time, we talk to the General, John McClain, joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. John, how's your Thursday?
My Thursday's just like all my other days. Great.
They're days that end in Y. Out of curiosity, I'm just seeing on Twitter over the last couple of minutes, DeAndre Hopkins has wrapped up his visit in New England. Meeting started very early this morning and no announcement of any kind of deal yet. How shocked would you be if he actually decided to go back and play under Bill O'Brien?
I am shocked he even visited there. It shows that time and money heal all wounds. It's clear he's going to go where he gets the best deal financially. Before he was cut, he wanted to go to a Super Bowl team with a great quarterback. He's visited 2 teams, neither are Super Bowl contenders, and neither has a great quarterback. So it's all about the money, and that's okay. That's the way it is with most. You know, if I were him and I'd made as much money as he had, and I'm single and I don't blow money, I'm calling Andy Reid and I'm saying, Andy, you tell me what you want me to make, and I'm there. But if I'm reading a story now on ESPN all about his visit, how great it was, they didn't mention Bill O'Brien. And I saw a thing the other day said, bygones are bygones. And I'm thinking, boy, you guys were not here at the end when it got so bad. They basically gave him away for a couple of tomato cans.
Yeah, it's horrible. And the Texans were still paying for that for a long time. But I hear today that Tennessee has actually made him an offer. Now, I didn't see any numbers on that. I don't know. Could you see him in Tennessee? And I know it is about the money, obviously, if he's visiting with these 2 teams, but the Titans have apparently made an offer.
He better go to Tennessee. A lot of people think his visit to New England is to get more out of Tennessee. And Mike Vrabel knows him. Mike Vrabel was with him for 4 years. He knows he doesn't like to practice. He knows he misses practice, but he plays in games. He understands the second PD suspension he's done for a year. He's been injured, the injuries the last 2 years. He understands all that, but they need another receiver. The Patriots are not desperate like the Titans. I hope he goes to the Titans because I like to see him twice a year. And can't wait to see if he's able to bounce back. The thing about DeAndre, his game's never about speed. So if he loses a step, so what? Speed was never the big deal about him. That's why he lasted until the 28th pick the first round. He ran high 4.5s and low 4.6s coming out of Clemson. But his game's always been about getting off the line of scrimmage, making great acrobatic catches with strong hands, running good routes, knowing how to fake guys out with every kind of move you could make. And if he goes to New England and is reunited with Bill O'Brien, there's going to be issues. I can just tell you there's going to be issues. Maybe not at first, maybe not in the middle, but the things that drove O'Brien crazy are the same things he did in Houston, same things he did in Arizona every week. Media, oh, DeAndre Hopkins has injury, he didn't practice, he may not play. I sent a tweet out that first season I stole from Aaron Rodgers, and I said, RELAX. He will play. He never practices. Don't panic. And he did.
You know, John, you think about when D-Hop became available and, where would he end up? And Kansas City was at the top of the list and a handful of other teams. Are you surprised that there doesn't appear to be a bigger market that is only 2 visits are Tennessee and New England? I mean, why hasn't Andy Reid called them?
Because they don't have money. None of them have the kind of money he's looking for. I was told he wants $10 million a year. Maybe somebody will give it to him. I kept thinking Cleveland would be the favorite because Deshaun Watson kept campaigning for him when he did interviews during the off-season program. But they have both starting receivers back. They've acquired 3 more to try to help Deshaun Watson, and he would take away playing time from them. But it's a perfect fit there because he and Watson know each other. They're trying to get over a hump in an unbelievably difficult division, so you'd think that would be on him. Now, problem is, if he'd been cut in March when teams had money, he'd have gotten more money. It's like Dalvin Cook. This is a bad time to be cut. And it's one reason I'm all for players getting every penny they can from owners, because the owners can cut you anytime they want, no matter how many years you got left on a contract you signed in good faith. And I wouldn't rule out the Browns. He's not going to sign until it gets probably the middle of July. Teams are now all done. They're going on vacation for 5 to 6 weeks, but he's in no hurry. I'm thinking Dalvin Cook won't be in a hurry because if you sign now, you can't go work out with your new team anyway.
John, it's interesting. And you mentioned Dalvin Cook, and then obviously Zeke Elliott is still floating around out there, and Saquon Barkley's having his issues with the Giants. What is the deal with the running back position as you see it?
Well, first of all, Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs. If you're a running back and you're drafted in the first round, if you're drafted in the first round, they can keep you 5 years. Then they can franchise you for 2. And that's 7 years you're stuck. They could franchise you for a third, but I think your salary goes up 44%. And so who's going to give you a big contract after that? You almost have to take what you can get. And Josh Jacobs said something about doing something for future generations. I said, yep, it worked with Le'Veon Bell, didn't it? He ruined his career by sitting out, taking a stand. Now he's getting beat up boxing, and he admitted it was a mistake. You can't sit out. If you're a left tackle like Trent Williams, who only has to block and run in a little certain area, that's one thing. But when you're a back and you need timing and feeling and you get bashed all the time, you can't afford to be out and expect to come back and be the same player. So they're screwed because of the era in which they play in. But making $10 million is not too shabby. If they could give a deal, gave Malik Collins 2 years, $22 million guaranteed, you ought to be able to be happy with $22 million guaranteed on top of everything else you've made. And so it's bad timing. And Zeke's not the same back. Dalvin Cook is. But Zeke Elliott he's going to have to be a backup. And I still think you ought to go back to Dallas. And I'm stunned that the Cowboys haven't gotten another back. With Paul coming off of major surgery and never been the man, they got to get another running back somewhere, because it would not be right to try to get him to carry the ball and catch passes 80% of the time. More now, it's like 60-40 split because of the 17-game season that stretched out over 18 weeks, and they take more of a beating than any other position.
Yeah, they do. It's insane. And, I think about all the high school coverage that I do, it seems like more and more of the guys that were running backs are now playing wide receivers because that's the smart thing to do. When remember back in the day, Johnny, coach would say best player was quarterback, second best player was running back, the next best 11 played defense, and that's just not the case anymore. They got to find those wide receivers and guys that can cover them.
Guys like the Bijan Robinson ninth pick. People are, they were stupid dead in Atlanta. But the fact the guy's such a great two-way player, if they got 7 years out of him, would people be happy? That'll be the regime. Arthur Smith's not going to be there 7 more years. General manager is not going to be there 7 more years. To me, if you can get a back in the last 6 or 7 years and be good, you should be happy with that. Mm-hmm. And anything else is gravy. Everybody loved to have LaDainian Thompson last 10 years. Frank Gore was 16, but he was just hanging on. And Jerome Bettis lasted a lot of years. Eddie George did. But today, backs need to grab the gold when they can, and don't be greedy, and don't not understand what's going on in the game at your position. Don't hold out.
Make sure you follow John on Twitter at McClain_on_NFL. John, always appreciate it, my friend.
Guys, thank you very much as always, and I look forward to talking to you next week.
Absolutely. John McClain on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Buyers Barricades provides traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com.
First, I got to tell you about my good friends at Stevens Roofing. I've been talking about Stevens Roofing for a long time now, and very proud to do so. Stevens Roofing is a local company. Their employees deal with the same type of weather we do, and weather's the problem for your roof. I mean, that's what causes the problems, right? Whether it's wind or rain or hail or whatever the case may be, it is tough, and it makes it tough on you finding a roofer you can trust. Well, you want one that lives in the same area that you do. That is certainly Stevens Roofing. They've got a great saying. It's buy local, stay local, trust local with Stevens Roofing, and it is definitely the truth. Stevens Roofing is your local roofer with years of experience. Give them a call, 210-785-0994. They'll send somebody out, they'll check for any damage, and they'll give you an honest assessment. The pros at Stevens Roofing repair and install all kinds of roofs. They can do metal roofs, composition roofs, commercial projects, anything you can think of. Well, Stevens Roofing can handle it. And if you've got an insurance claim, let Stevens Roofing deal with your insurance company. They'll take that right off your plate. From simple leaks to a roof replacement, Stevens Roofing is your local roofer, here for you rain or shine, and they're here for you for years to come. You can get them online at stevensroofing.net. But don't forget that saying, buy local, stay local, trust local with Stevens Roofing. 210-785-0994.
R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, we play host to RJ Ochoa, blogging the boys out at 7:30. Pat Beverly has lost his damn mind.
We're just 6 days away from the NBA draft. What's going to happen between now and then? And, of course, it's a Father's Day Friday. We want your favorite dad jokes, and we'll distribute our fatherly advice. The party starts at 6.
R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney and have been representing people injured in auto and commercial truck collisions right here in San Antonio, my hometown, since 1994. Getting into a collision can be a life-altering event. Your health and recovery is the only thing that really matters, and anyone that's ever been injured in a traffic collision will tell you that. How do you get the insurance company to pay? Simple. Call me. As your attorney, my job is to get you through this. The decisions you make immediately after a collision are the most important decisions you can make. If you call me as soon as you can after a collision, I will help you make the right decisions for you and your family. Remember, I do not charge for a consultation. Growing up on the southwest side of San Antonio, when Loop 410 was the edge of town, I know how overwhelming it could be to face a giant insurance company all on your own. Just keep it simple. Call me. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website at lawyerforus.com.
Lowe's knows the best deals for dad. Hurry to shop our best Father's Day gifts from the brands he loves for less. Right now, get the Master Forge 23-inch charcoal grill for only $98, valued at $149. And buy one DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill or impact driver kit for just $99. Shop the final days of Father's Day deals now. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/18. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Staples has everything you need to help run your small business. Shipping supplies and services to help move orders out the door. Print and marketing services so you can print signs, banners, and presentations fast. And now during Staples Small Business Deal Days, you save 50% when you buy any combination of 5 or more boxes, mailers, and shipping tubes. Plus, find new deals for small business in-store every week. Keep your business running right and safe at Staples. Offer valid in-store, online order pickup, and Instacart. Exclusions apply. Not valid in Concord, New Hampshire location. Prices may vary. N71.
Not all pizza places are the same. Mellow Mushroom originated hand-tossed, stone-baked classic Southern pizza. Not in the mood for pizza? Order a calzone, hoagie, sandwich, burger, or a mellow salad and see how care goes into every item on the menu. Take your pick from 24 draft beers and or handcrafted cocktails. And many of the pizzas can be made gluten-free or vegan. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Tired of garage clutter? Garageization can organize your garage with cabinets, shelving, overhead racks, and more. Right now, buy 8 feet of shelving and get 4 feet free. Learn more at GarageOrganizationSanAntonio.com. GarageOrganizationSanAntonio.com.
Looking for a protein-packed snack to power you through the day? Of course you are. Only Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds have the bold flavors you crave. Spicy dill, Korean kimchi, pasilla chili cheese, and more. Take your snacking to a whole new level with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. And keto fans, you're going to love this low-carb crunch. Get yours at H-E-B and online at southernrecipesmallbatch.com.
Southern Recipe pork rinds.
There's never been a better time to get that engagement ring or fine diamond jewelry. Right now at Diamonds Direct, our most exciting offer ever. You can get instant savings up to $5,000 off any purchase or enjoy special financing for up to 5 whole years. Either way, you save big. You can't miss this limited time offer. Design your perfect ring and get our most gorgeous and most flexible financing options. Now through June 30th at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get details, store hours, and more at diamondsdirect.com. On approved credit.
Hey, this is Rob Thompson from R&R in the Morning. Join us mornings from 6 to 10. Grab a cup of Joe on your ride to work. Right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Every Thursday about this time, we like to judge me.
Yes.
Grilling with a Blitz, presented by Tri-County Meat Market.
So what we ask you to do when you're doing some grilling, and this weekend, it's Father's Day, you're probably going to fire up that grill. Take photos of your meat and submit it at sasportstar.com. Then we judge your meat, and we give away a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market's Hebner Road location.
This week, we're judging a little chicken. We like the chicken.
There's 3 of them.
3 of them.
3 beer can chickens.
You chicken?
Guy breaking in his new Pit Boss. It's the beer can chicken recipe from the Pit Boss app. And he's got 3, although they all look like he seasoned them differently.
Yeah.
But that's a whole lot of chicken if you're doing 3. But congratulations, Robert. You win yourself a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market.
The Blitz wants you to know what's on tap. Presented by Sam's Burger Joint.
It is time for What's on Tap, brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint. For a full calendar, get your tickets, see their menu, samsburgerjoint.com. They got Robbie Folks out there tonight. Tomorrow night at Sam's, it's the Dirty River Boys. On Saturday night, Texas Flood, a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute band. And Sunday, Mickey Avalon out at Sam's Burger Joint.
If you're looking for something else to do tonight at the Majestic Theater, Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons.
Wait. He alive?
I don't know. I didn't think so, but I guess he is.
All right.
Wow, that could be interesting just watching him stand on stage.
Stop.
The Rustic has Clint Tomerlin out there and Alfion Crockett at the LOL Comedy Club.
Carson Jeffrey on Friday night's going to be out at Green Hall. Flores Country Store has Aaron Watson. And at the Majestic Theater, Colin Yost is going to be out there.
We were giving tickets away for that, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Rodney Crowell, the Chicago Sessions Tour out at Green Hall on Saturday night. Flores Country Store has Cat Hasty. Freeman Coliseum, San Antonio Gunslingers versus the West Texas Warbirds. You don't want to miss that. Billy Currington's out at Whitewater Amphitheater.
That'll be a good show.
Yeah.
On Sunday up at the Germania Insurance Amphitheater, Garbage is going to be out there.
Woo!
And Afion Crockett at LOL Comedy Club. What's on tap? Brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint online at samsburgerjoint.com. You know, I know we started this on Monday, but it's day 2 for me because of vacation days. We're almost done.
I know. We got a minute and about 40 seconds.
Foie gras.
Huh?
So that's Pledge basically telling us to.
Well,
yeah.
When you slow it down, can you play it at regular speed by the Google lady?
Foie gras.
I love that. Foie gras.
Foie gras.
Foie gras.
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Foie gras.
You know, you
Foie
put
gras.
you put that on. Let me find my notes. Got to read this right. You put that on a burger.
A Wagyu burger.
A Wagyu Kobe beef.
Oh, Kobe beef.
Kobe beef.
Okay. Sorry.
With some French
Foie gras.
black truffle sauce, French onion strings,
and a little more.
Foie gras.
If you want extra and you want to be greedy, that's the new
Foie
Wemby
gras.
burger at the Rue Pub. That
Can't
will be
wait for that.
$1 next Thursday when the Blitz is live out at the Rue on draft night.
That's awesome.
$1 to celebrate the number 1 pick.
I can't wait to have a foie gras.
A who?
A duck liver.
Extra innings with pleasure. Next, here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Foie gras.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Follow Jason at Jason Menace and Joe Reinagle at Joe Reinagle 210 on YouTube and always at